Actually, I want to leave this thing going. I'll leave this running for just a little bit because this is such a great track. We're almost done, so just gonna deal with it. I think this is the phase 3 part. Oh, so good. Okay, I'll do that. You know, for anyone who has mods who doesn't care to raid or anything like that, you exist, you're fine. It's such a good track, dude. You gotta do that Demencius fight at least once in your life. Although it does kind of suck when, you know, if you do it in Raid Finder, like, it just doesn't play as long as it would, could, should. Yeah, so you get like the full context when you're like, oh man, you're fighting to survive, you're trying to save the universe. Yeah, it's a cool track. So anyway. Oh, story mode. And it was a pain. Well, it's kind of a good anyway. What is up, everyone? This is Coffee with Soul. I'm your host. We're gonna chat. We're gonna talk. We're gonna do remix things. We're going to seek out bronze, because I'm trying to think to myself, what is like one of the faster ways to get bronze? And it sounds like it's doing like, I think like doing a certain level of key is the fastest way to do it, right? Unless, you know, if someone knows the answer already, because I have not done a lot of research on that. There's got to be a fast way. I have a feeling it's going to be related to keys. And it's got to be related to solo stuff. I hope it is. Because I don't want to be like, okay, you got to do like this level of key and it's got to be done with a group because it's the fast. Okay, maybe there's a fast, you know, it would be faster with a group, you know, with the potential of like splitting the bosses or whatnot. But I'd want to just be able to just do like virtually any key at a certain level, you know, but then I want to be like strong enough to solo through it myself. So as you probably know, yesterday phase 2 opened up. Finally didn't open up until what, like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. It was like 3 o'clock, and even then I remember I was trying to get on and I got the whole thing with you know, I was getting login errors. Like, I was able to get in, I saw my server, but it was trying to do the finding your character kind of thing, and it took forever, which was big doo-doo better. It probably would have been faster if I was on stream, because then I would have been like, dude, Blizz, look. Hello. I doubt it. Let me say hi to folks real quick. What is up to Dorothy with Burst and say hi. What's up to Electric Glide, to Mini Ginger, first time chatter. Hi. Stay as long as you like. What is up to Puddle Jumper, to Akasachi, to McBlitz, to Swamp Beast, to Demarius, and to the rest of y'all. The beautiful digital smile on the face is going to join us throughout the day. Hope everyone's doing well, that your loots have been merry so far, at least. And that your Nighthold and Suramar experience has been like pretty ganky, pretty good. In earlier commentary, I was talking about how this phase was probably going to feel, for some players, it's going to feel like the worst phase because there isn't a whole lot going on. We do have Karazhan, right? We do have, you know, another, you know, we do have basically 2 new dungeons. We have the raid, and we have some quests. And that's kind of it. You know, there isn't a whole lot more that's been added. I mean, there are like a whole bunch of like world bosses, world quests that have been added. We have a whole cube of world quests to do. So, you know, it's not like there is nothing to do or that we are unable to farm any further. It's just that, you know, phase 1 of the remix, we're able to go like, you know, this far, right? We're able to do this much. And then phases 2, 3, and 4 are going to be like, you know, boop, 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 you know, it's going to add to the pile. And while that first chunk is still relevant, you know, obviously it's going to start wearing down on people's fortitude, and, you know, it's going to feel very, very, very repetitive, if not already. But that's just kind of how it goes. That's the nature of MMOs. And a lot of folks like to think, well, it needs to be like this great, you know, experience, and it's just the nature of repeatable content and all that. It's kind of how it goes. What's up, Chungus? You DC'd 3 times yesterday, but a friend of mine DC'd 17 times. That's a lot of times. That stinks. What's up, Walk? Okay, so first thing I want to do is go to... Well, shoot. I think I'm kind of like... I think I'm being funneled into doing... Oh, shoot, my bars. I think I'm being funneled into doing Violet Hold. Because I got to do some Heroic Dungeon. I got to do Violet Hold. And... Crap. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Well, I'll do the World Boss first. Because I've been forgetting. I was not very, in the first couple of days of the remix, I didn't bother with the world boss because people were saying, oh, it's like too hard, or, it's taking like very, very long minutes to take them out. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to bother with that stuff. I'll get to it when I get to it. And thankfully, while it's still going through the rotation, I'll eventually get them all anyway. I'm still like one knowledge behind, and it tilts me just a tiny, tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Let's see, Electrica got 400k bronze flying around and doing experiments. I think it's a very good pace. I'm looking for like, what's like kind of like that next level. How do we get like, how do we really, really like get the bronze like rolling in and stuff. I know that keys are the answer. I was just like, okay, like, is there a level that's like kind of ideal? Because I just want to solo it for the most part. But of course, I got to be strong. I'm not quite item level 740 yet, but I do at least have like a decent amount of... Oh, it's dead. No. But I do at least have a... Let's see, what is it? 60? 70. Oh, wow. Jumped up higher than faster than I thought. I could have swore that, like, this morning I was at 60. I didn't even do anything. Well, so I feel like at 100, I'm fine. I've been coasting for the most part. Like, it wasn't really until like the other day when I started playing the remix again, because I was just kind of like busy with stuff, doing the thing. Oh, I should probably do this in normal thing, huh? Yeah, there's like no point forcing myself to do this on heroic. I'm a big softy. Makes life easier. I could always go back and change it, so no sweat. Oh, never mind. Oh, let's go. I lucked out. Alright, this works. I can only play for a little while each day, so slower content releasing is fine with me, not even captain and remixing. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. It is neat that you can start working towards, the things that you want right away. It's like, oh, I want to, I just want to get some mounts and do this and that. So you can start collecting towards it right away. That's cool. I'm collecting for, I don't know if I have the site up. Yeah, I do. Of course I do. I'm collecting for this. I want to get all this remixed. I want to get all this housing stuff later on. And some of the stuff is kind of expensive. 30,000 for this. And this is for extras. The first time you do any of these achievements, you'll get the first one free, and then the rest will like cost you. So I'm probably gonna be spending a lot on like the 5,000s. And like with this 2,500 too, so I'm gonna buy a bunch of those, and I'm just gonna blow through whatever I have left. So it is quite nice that there's a dump eventually. I remember before during the mop remix, people were being like, "Yo, Blizz, how come there's no like bronze dump? I literally bought everything there is to get. Here's the dump." Come on, credit. I think I gotta fly further away. 30k is a lot. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like that's significant stuff. It's like a high level. It's a fairly high level key. It's a mythic raid, but of course, there's like going to be multiple mythic raids we can do, and they're easier and easier to run. Like people who are setting these up, which does not include me. For people who are setting up those kinds of runs, if they're like 740 or so, like they can just carry the whole they can probably carry the whole damn raid. You can bring nobody with you and you'll be fine. And in that case, then yeah, like who cares? Just bring whoever. And we still have till what, January? we still got a ways to go, man. So okay, what emissaries do I need to do? I need to do Nightfallen. Definitely do Nightfallen, and Warden stuff. So what do we got here? Any Warden stuff here? No, 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 no. I don't think you really see Warden stuff. Oh yeah, yeah, there is. There's one. Just one. Oh well. So, and I think, how many quests do I need to do? I need to just do one more anyway. Okay, so perfect. Lines up. And so you're doing your researches, Emissary and Mythic rated each, and I'm done. Not going full hardcore, and I'm pretty much doing everything but 2 of the mounts added in this patch. Yeah, like the research is fantastic. It's like the best and chillest way of getting gear is, you know, if you're not caring to like play with others or do like keys and stuff like that. So nice and easy. Eventually, you'll be able to start just doing stuff on your own anyway. You know, oh, let me just do some low-level keys. Let me get these low-level achievements. And eventually, you know, we don't know how the last phase is going to go. You know, we know we're going to get a hookup, but what kind of hookup? Is it going to be like a fat, like, hey, we're going to double the knowledge gains or whatever? You know, that could be cool. Say if you're not following world quests, if you didn't catch up to Insurrection, is it'll require 10 world quests in Suramar? Yes. It's quite a few. But it's also like, you also knock them out pretty quick too. I have not knocked them out, by the way. But, I mean, since they refresh pretty much every day, so I might as well do this while I'm here. You know, since you, actually, no, I think I do want to switch to Heroic tier for this. Okay, yeah, I'll do this later. I'll do this one later. I think what I wanted to do is do the Heroic Dungeon. I'm going to get that thing out of the way. Just so I can chat. I'm not even going to really play it. Because it's like, yo, I'm just going to do Dungeon Fight. I'm going to directly go to Violet Hell. I'm going to be a healer. I'll get like a pretty much instant queue. And then I'm going to phone it in. And hang out with you guys. I think already this is the longest queue I've ever seen. But, well, we'll see. Actually, let me just do all the rolls, just in case. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Did you see any Blood Elf ruins or any other things Blood Elf related in the Horde neighborhood? I tried looking around the forest, but I found only NPCs. The lands have moonwells and wisps, so I feel Blood Elf needs to have something as well. I was looking at my new favorite website. Now, are you talking about? Are you talking about like things that are built in, or are you talking about decor? Because that's very different, right? Because Blood Elves do not live, you know, they don't natively live in Durotar. You know, they don't live on Kalimdor. I feel like that's a big. I don't know if it's a miss by Blizzard. You know, should they have just, you know, created like, well, it is an island, but should they just have created, you know, this fictional island with all these different biomes for all the races, just to make everyone happy, or should they have just stuck with the geography of things as they're doing now? Because, you know, there are folks like, oh well, how come undead don't have a scary place? Well, because they don't live on that continent, you know, that sort of thing. Meanwhile, you have a couple of wisps that are inhabiting Duskwood, but then there is like a minor night elf presence in Duskwood as well, but it's also pretty minor. It's primarily like a human thing going on. So you're asking if it's built in? No, nothing that I've seen. But it's because, you know, natively Blood Elves don't live there. So it's a geographical thing. Ashara has elf-related stuff, so I thought they would add something. That is a good point. Well said. But no, I haven't seen anything of that sort. Yeah. That would be cool. That would be cool. Some for all the races would be kind of complicated. Yeah, they would just need to like totally break any sense of like immersion or whatnot, or break the geography of things. If they just wanted to, you know, have some made-up island that happens to suit all the races. Which wouldn't help. Honestly, it wouldn't really do much, because it's like, well, what about new races that are introduced? How come it's only these other races that are like getting some love and not the other ones? We need a new neighborhood, Blizz. Why, you know, the wants are endless, right? We would just be pushing the goalpost back to like something else. But it does make sense. This call out. I was expecting to add more areas for housing, like a whole new zone, maybe with a blood elf or night elf vibe, or a dwarf or allied races, maybe. One of the conspiracy theories that people have brought up that I kind of support. I don't have a map on me, but if you look at the map of both the Horde and Alliance neighborhoods, there's a lot of empty space, or there's a lot of space that's just taken up by nothing. It's like, huh, what are these mountains doing here? They're just there as, like, I don't know, a backdrop, maybe that's the whole point of it, but it's also kind of suspicious. Like, at some point, will they like just open that up and create more neighborhood space? I don't know. They can, but will they? I don't know. That'd be kind of awkward though, to like make the neighborhood like a little bigger. I wonder. I wonder what would the reaction be. I haven't really thought about that much. If they suddenly just made the neighborhoods a little bit bigger, expanded on it, added some space, it'd be cool. But like, what would that do with? I mean, I guess what would happen would be similar to like if they introduced new neighborhoods. You'd have a lot of people wanting to move out. What if? It would be incredibly disruptive if we're like in a guild neighborhood. We have these like set spaces, it has a certain vibe, the locations are unique and dynamic and yada, yada, yada. But then a new thing comes up and then the guild is like, yo, should we move? Not every, we're probably not going to get 100% agreement on that. And that would make things very awkward because it's like, okay, let's put it to a vote. Can you really put something like that to a vote? Like, yo, I'm here in my house and I don't want to leave this location. I like this vibe. I don't want to go to Argus. Who'd want to go there? I don't want to go there. So what happens to your community? What happens to your guild? So, one could argue that Blizzard isn't really thinking about that. They're not considering that. Personally, I don't mind that so much because they're just kind of focused on making the experience that we get now good. But I do worry about like what's going to be like the long-term thing, But of course, we don't know how players are going to react either. Players might be pretty happy with the kinds of placements and plots that are available now. But I do feel like it's inevitable that they're going to, at some point, introduce either like a solo instance thing or like new kinds of neighborhoods just to change things up. But on the other hand, there is all them mountain ranges and whatnot that's there, so they can expand on the existing neighborhoods, which might be the safest way to go because it'd be a way to introduce like some new areas without telling people, hey, you gotta move. Because some people just don't want to move. I think we nailed it. I think that's what's going to happen. Boom. Ha 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 ha. Blizzard, we figured it out. Ha 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 ha. Why am I not in Violet Hold? What the hell? This is very odd. This is unheard of. I've talked for like minutes, and I am not going into Violet Hold. Boom. I'm every role. I can go in. I could solo it if I wanted to. But I have to do a group finder thing. There we go. Sheesh. What happened there? Let's see. Are more locations coming to plots to be like in Blood territory? Seems like a miss to not have that when we start there in midnight. No. Not at the moment. Snow would be cool. Lots of different climates. Something like Fairless or Grizzly Hills would be nice. I don't think we should, we could, consider like the environments and whatnot, and where we would borrow those themes from. But, geographically, I think we're kind of locked in to that whole idea that we're stuck in like these geographical areas because those make sense. So again, undead don't live in Kalimdor. They're not based out of that. So we're not going to see we're probably not going to see something that's like Tirisfal Glades, but we're going to see something think more on the lines of Dragonflight? No, Dragonblight. You know, that one zone where you have like this settlement that's full of like undeady kinds of things. We're probably going to have like an expansion of plots that have that vibe to it, but it's not there. Does that make sense? Maybe, kind of, sort of. I hope so. And I would be almost done with Violet Hold right now. This is this is taking a while, dude. There we go. Sheesh. Mountain has so much room for activities. Yeah, it could be activities. It could be, I'm hoping that it's plots as well. But we haven't, at least we haven't seen evidence that we're going to see like straight up like, okay, here are things to do inside the neighborhood, as in like quests, objectives, a world boss, something. You know, we're not seeing anything like of that sorts. Not yet, at least. But in a feature where there's like user-generated content and infinite wants, who knows? It's really going to be up to players just keeping their voice up. Did they mention they preferred that guild neighborhoods fight over plots themselves? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, Dracus. Does everyone in a guild have to have their house in a guild neighborhood, or can they go to a public hood? They can go to a public hood if they want to. Yeah. Yeah, if you're in a guild, or if you're if you're part of a guild, you're not forced to choose a guild neighborhood, because, I mean, your character might be in a different, you know, yeah, you might have characters in multiple kinds of guilds, or you might have your own alt guild or something like that, and all that stuff is fine. But for those who are in a guild, you know, that's why they wanted to make that whole vibe of, oh, you want to like hang together, cool. You know, let's just make all these neighborhood layers for everyone. Good morning to Talentar. What's up? I imagine a lot of undead using the Duskshire area for their undead homes. So here's another thing that I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for like something where, you know, when the time comes, and the time is going to come, when they go more all in with like Forsaken architecture, that we can just create like this you know, we can lay down like outdoorsy, at least we can lay down something that's not blight exactly, but we can lay down something that just creates that vibe around us. You know what I mean? So maybe we don't need to have like everything around us, but you know, it would be nice to have like certain sections where it's like, okay, let's have these darker trees. Let's you know, let's not have too much sun in this particular area. Maybe not exactly fog, but you know, let's have a little sun or other. Because that's the thing about Tirisfal Glades. It's not like it's foggy or whatnot. It just stays dark. You know, it never gets particularly bright there. It's always like sunset over in that area. Are you able to make a house for every alt? No. You can make a room for every alt. It's you know, it's going in that direction. But it's definitely not every you know, character gets their own place, which is unfortunate. But you know, the devs have made it clear that it's just like more than anything a technical issue that you know, one, they don't want to stress out their hardware, but two, having individual houses for all your characters, it would mean neighborhoods are effectively dead, and there'd be no point, because you would have all these houses that no one's really going to be in. Because, like, let's say if you have 10 houses, let's pretend you got 10 houses, you can only log on to one character at a time. So you're only going to be, you know, and even when you're present at your house, that's, you know, that's few and far between as well. So that whole sense of community and whatnot in the neighborhood, it would be all but dead. There'd be no point to it. And Blizzard clearly didn't want to take that kind of approach. Where are we at with Manaforged Vandals? The remix kind of hogged all my time, so I'm at 9. Yeah, 12, as Fiction pointed out. This one lets you unlock, it lets you start farming for certain materials or certain currencies that you can trade in for any of the weapon appearances in the raid, which is nice. You know, especially for those who like are like, I don't want to do Raid Finder for those appearances, man. That's impossible to roll for, because it kind of is. So it's a cool way to be able to get those even well after the raid is over. Like, what sucks is that it's only a chance. Like after the first time, you only get a chance of getting more of those tokens, but at least you have like a fighting chance, sort of. Good morning to Nikale. I'm not sure if I said what's up. What level to do heroic solo dungeons? Unknown. You can start doing those pretty early, actually. You can do it while leveling if you happen to have like the kinds of gear that you want to have. I say just give it a shot, Linda. Give it a shot. That, you know, there's no harm in trying. It's not like you give it a shot and then you die and then your character's deleted or anything like that. Yeah, just give it a shot. You know, remix is a very it's very low risk kind of content. People will, you know, people will make it different. They'll be like, well, you need to have like a bajillion versatility, otherwise I'm never going to get you in. Or but then otherwise there's a lot of people that are competing for like those kinds of spots. But if you're just trying to solo heroic dungeons and whatnot, I think that it's extremely accessible, even for DPS. You know, you just gotta, you might have to work a little bit harder, that's all. But then after a while, you stop noticing. Like, I'm healing, I think. Yeah, I'm technically healing right now, but not really. Can you still unlock the mythic and artifact skin at key level 15? I don't have knowledge of that. Because I think that's the balance of power thing, and I don't think I even did that. So, yeah, I'm not sure. You said world boss, and here I'm imagining what an invasion happening randomly similar to those Garrison invasions. That would be so cool. You know, it'd be even cooler. You know, it'd be even cooler, Goose, is, let's say, like, it's like, oh my god, there's a new kind of endeavor. The Legion invades the neighborhood. And I'm like, oh, dude. And then I point my gun. I aim that sucker. And then it starts working. Oh my god. Yeah, it's not, but that would be neat. Endeavor over. Got shot down. It's funny, like the guild and I were talking about the houses the other day, and the way people were sounding, I was like, yo, are all of us going to end up building like giant guns and pointing them at each other? Is that what our neighborhood's going to be? Just like this big old Mexican standoff kind of thing going on? Exactly, the gnome. Yeah, that'd be so cool, dude. That would be so cool. You know, no doubt there's going to be I'm going to be really excited to see if or how the RP community is going to band together and create new stories with neighborhoods. You know, because you could have like all these different stories that are happening, you know, oh, this, you know, in this neighborhood, this and this is going on. Or like in this neighborhood, there's a Legion invasion. And so all the houses, they look all tore up and stuff because they were under attack by the Legion, or they're like super fortified with like this kind of like, you know, with this air of desperation. It's going to look like Fallout with stuff just kind of like thrown together, you know, makeshift barricades and whatnot, and people just trying to defend from the Legion. And, you know, then you have like these stories play out. That'd be cool. That'd be so cool. I would never participate in that stuff, but it's just cool thinking about. Yesterday we had to play in Mythic Nighthold with 441 verse. That's a lot of verse. I'm feeling pretty good at, you know, 70 right now. It's pretty good. You know, everything's quite trivial at this point. RP housing community is going to be so lit. You're going to know they're all going to be creating a thematic neighborhood where all the houses are going to be a theme. Yeah, I want to see them develop stuff like based on like, you know, certain story developments, you know, their own stories, not like WoW's stories and stuff, but like you'll see like people collaborate and like put stuff together. Or, you know, it'd be really cool. Like, let's say, well, I'm kind of like going far off in the future. If and when there are moments where, if the time comes when we can share permissions, because right now it's bugged out. You know, people can edit each other's houses without abandon with impunity, which is kind of crazy. But it'll be cool later on when, you know, when this is all set up properly. I mean, what I want to see is like, okay, like a certain story is going on, and then it's like, okay, guys, we need to do a set change, and then there's like this whole crew of people who are like super pro housing people, whatnot. They go in and they just kind of sweep the neighborhood and they do all these edits and like change the set so that they can like evolve the story. That'd be cool. That'd be very, very neat. Are we done yet? I think we still have... I think we're done. Yay, we're done. Once you get above 200%, no, you still take a very small... I think there's always a little bit of damage that always goes through. So once you get to very extreme damage points, then you'll still get like hurt. And you'll eventually get one shot. Because the damage is just like insane. I mean, that's why they did that's why they put in some of the buffs that they put in for DPS and healers. That I think when you're in a key, you effectively have double the health and you take 30-something% less damage. Basically, so you can just survive. Eventually you're gonna get one shot anyway. But then that's at like really like keys. And you know, for the most part, the remix is impossible to balance at a certain point. Like where the only people that can survive are tanks, and eventually the only damage that you can take is a one shot. So which one shall I do? Normal dungeon, dark heart thicket, night hold, normal. I don't want to do normal. I might do that with the guild. Yeah, I'll do this. Yeah. I think player housing would be a great tool for telling stories. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It makes for a great set piece. One thing that I noticed that like I was trying to let's see, where's that thing? Here we go. I was on the WoW database site, and unfortunately, I couldn't. I guess these items, they're not in any, or they're not in the alpha at least. These assets are not. Hopefully, they'll be in soon because I want the WoW database to add these in, so that way I can put these into a list, so I can like present to people. Okay, here's all these things, and like here's the budget and blah blah blah. I want to be able to like talk about it, maybe in like some short separate video or whatnot, just to get people like, cool. Here's what's coming in the remix in just a few weeks. Blah blah blah. So, there's another thing I can still pick up. Crap. I don't want any of these though. Can I do a reset? Oh, give me a new set of assignments. And you know, this is actually only the second time I've ever seen this, but we're doing it. Boom. All right, cool. Now this is much better. So we'll do general training, and then what was that other thing? Dark Heart Thicket. Okay, what was the other one though? So, oh no, yeah, it was. Oh no, I can. Yeah, this will do. Actually, I think I can knock out all three if I do like this one, and I'm at 15. Okay, so something, heroic, Dark Heart Thicket, and hopefully this will knock out all three. Worthy on the PTR? I don't know. I was not able to look. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't notice it on the house chest. I got a neighboring house's exterior, but then it crashed my client whenever I went to that mode. Oh, really? I remember I did accidentally mess up someone's house. I'm like, oh crap. Oh no, I moved the whole house. And then I saw like on other posts, like people were straight up like stealing houses, which was hilarious. I mean, that's been fixed, but that was still hella funny. All right, am I the carry? I am the carry. Okay. All right, now this way, buddy. Don't get too lost. But I still want to like kill all the things because I want to get my 200 things. but I'm also the healer, so I can't. I think I'm the healer. Yeah, I'm the healer too. Can't be that messed up, man. Once you relog it, we set back. Oh, did it go back? Okay. Just the Mythic Plus version, it counts. Oh, it's so that counts towards the whole. Actually, I don't have that set, but I thought if you wanted to, I thought the quests that say, "Hey, do it in Group Finder," you have to actually use like the Dungeon Finder tool, like the pre-made group tool wouldn't work. I still don't want to do a key though. That's just a, I mean, not a waste of time, but this is just faster. I mostly want to get through the research stuff first. Still in the house though. Oh, that's all good. Yeah, and sure enough, just as a lot of us were saying, phase 2 of the remix, it's not harder. You know, item level 740 is still peak. It's as high as it goes. Cover this in a video I shared in your Discord last night. I feel like player housing will allow me to show off in almost Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry ability to be comedic or even in Kanto asks. One thing that someone posted on Twitter and Fellplay, he pointed it out the other night or last night. There are kind of like inventive ways you can create the illusion of sitting on other furniture by just taking small chairs, shrinking them down, and then phasing them into certain parts of other furniture, other decor. So that way you can have that whole instance. You can have that whole effect of, oh, I'm gonna sit on the bed, or I'm gonna sit on this table, or this countertop. I think that was very cool. It's a very, very inventive. Oh, so there's someone doing damage. Good job. So fiery. No, that was really cool. I was like, oh, that's hella smart. Good job, community. Y'all so smart. And like, what are people gonna think up later? It's gonna be crazy, dude. It's gonna be crazy. All right, come on, friends. And boop. All right. So today's Wednesday, and we can hopefully, maybe, probably expect an alpha build. My hope is that we get more decor added. You know, we're going to see the last zones, and people had brought up, or I think it was the guild last night, they brought up, yeah, dude, this, you know, I think seeing what we're going to see in Voidstorm is going to underline just how much Blizzard had to kind of like finagle with stuff, change storylines around, because the vibe of Voidstorm is very similar to Koresh. I'm like, oh, okay, I have not looked at enough of the zone screenshots or footage or whatnot to make a comparison, but hopefully we'll get a good look at it today, and then we can be like, oh, okay, I can see what happened here. I'm not too big on the whole conspiracy theory kind of thing of like guessing that, okay, here's where content was cut and so on and so forth. You know, it's fun to think about, but it's not really my wheelhouse. I don't tend to live in that headspace for very long. But I'll be interested to at least see it. I feel bad. I didn't really get a good glance at Heronim. I was mostly stuck with like remix stuff, housing, and what have you, and I did not kill enough dudes. Damn it. But I think I can at least knock out 2 quests. So there's one. Here's the other. Yeah, not enough mobs there. Bummer. But I can do this one at least. So just kill 200 of any enemies? 200 of any enemies. Okay, I can do that. That I can do. But then there's another quest I can still pick up, which is Raid Finder. Okay, that I don't mind. So let's do that. Royal something or other. Let's go. Oh, darn. I cooked a bench into the hot tub so my character would sit properly. Oh, that's hella good. That's smart, dude. So you clipped a bench into the hot tub. Now, it's not the same. There was a tub that I used yesterday. It was a very basic thing, a very basic, like, wooden tub. Was it like a different one that you were showing off? All right. So let's move this. Okay. Wow, still not in yet. I'm used to queues being like way faster than this. The remix is dead. Oh no. And boy, there are a lot of world quests that I could still do. I think there is a... Yeah, I think at 150 there is... Yeah, Heroic Broken Owls. No, that's Heroic. Yeah, I believe there is a... Let's see, there's a... Completionism. So if we go to the remix and we do housing decor. So there was something about, okay, Broken Owls World Quest 5. Complete 150 world quests. So what am I at? I'm close. Okay, so once I do this, then I will unlock another thing. So which one is it? I think it's the I think it's the Legion torture rack. Yeah, the Legion torture rack. Broken Isles. Oh no, that's heroic. This one, Altar of the Corrupted Flames. Oh, that's 30k. Damn, it's expensive. Woo. Alchemy can make a hot tub. Okay. Am I planning on another housing showcase video before December? I doubt it. It's really gonna. I have to look around. I'm probably going to mostly like go through the Wowkia Discord channel to find some stuff. You know, find techniques, find cool designs and whatnot. But yeah, I can definitely pull something out. It's just that without the PTR, there's gonna be a significantly decreased amount. Sorry, I need these kills. There we go. I should knock out most of them. I just want to get that kill count up, man. Oh, I need Tempest Wrath active. Oh, crap. I don't... Oh, no. No, I'm ruined. Oh, well. I'll just do... I'll do my... What's it called? What is it? Arcway trick. Yeah. But if I can change this really quick and pick up Tempest Wrath and... Alright, cool. That worked out. You can see the tub in the Wowkia Discord? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'd love to do another feature. I want to practice, basically. The first one I did, it was unscripted, and I kind of plan on doing the other ones unscripted. But I also want to like just improve on what I talk about, and you know, I'm like someone was asking, hey, yo, you should do like more reviews, and I'm like, okay, I don't think I feel comfortable doing these spotlights in the context of a review, because I am not like, I'm no expert. I am not an arbiter of taste. Who can? Yeah, I don't want to come off with that kind of vibe. Because I feel like that would introduce a bit more negativity than I'd want to. I think I would just want to like spotlight things, be like, dude, this is cool, and kind of stick to that. Thanks for the Housing Hell website video. I'm gonna start on my PTSD over farming Black Lotus. Lol, gonna need to them to craft some items. I'm also going to be very curious about how lumber is going to work out. You know, we still haven't learned enough about that. We don't know what's going to happen with professions. Like, I'm still kind of like, I'm still hard up on the whole idea of, yo, they really should have. Was that it? That was it? Damn. Can I just kill stuff in here? Since no, I think that'd be a waste of time. But I think that's everything. Oh, that was fast as hell, dude. Sheesh. Oh well. Yeah, I'll just go to I'll go to Archway real quick. That won't take long. Morning, Boomer. Actually, let me see if there is a... If I get an easy one, maybe I'll just do that instead. Let's see. I have a... Nope. Nope. General training. Oh, there's a choice. Huh. Normal dungeon, dark heart thicket, general training. I'll do this one. I need to do some world quests and whatnot anyway. Oh, but I need to do a dungeon. Shit. Never mind. I don't want to do that one. I don't want to do it anymore. But then I'm going to do a dungeon anyway. You know, we're going to Archway first. Archway first, then I'll see if this refreshes with anything else that's like kind of different. Don't they usually put out blogs and whatnot on specific features during beta phases? Yes. But they were not very specific on housing. You know, there is no housing phase list. What's coming out this week is Voidstorm, the PvP zone, some more delves, some more dungeons, and Apex talents should be done. Or at least they should be testable, sorry. I'm not happy with my Apex talent for Protection Paladins. It seems dull and... I don't like using the word, but it seems clunky. I'm not fond of it. I'm hoping that smarter people point it out, and it's improved. Yeah, max level goes up to it goes to max level now. But then it's going to be the week after when we get to see endgame stuff. So like zone activities, stuff like that. So we'll get there. Archway, dude. Archway. A classic apothecary table is going to take 8 Black Lotus, 12 Arcanite bars, and 40 of the new wood. I'm glad I have a small stash of arcane crystals already. Oh, so that's the one with like the actual like vials and stuff that's on it. Yeah, like some of those are going to be like a lot. I feel like I'm going to at least try to get everything to unlock the one-time experience bonus, and I think a lot of folks are probably going to follow a similar vibe to that. Beyond that, though, you know, that would be enough. But I think that's also enough to get people pretty excited about monetizing housing. Because if people are going to go for that +1, that means it's going to make money. You know, people are at least going to eventually buy one of them. But I'm still hard up on the whole, like, you know, I think they really, really should consider doing, like, you know, making crafting orders into, like, a legit thing for it. Otherwise, it's going to be, I think it's going to be kind of weird. They're going to need more people on the alpha if they want to test a 4040 BG. I think that they're going to wait and do, like, a big stress test later on during beta. So I wouldn't worry about it yet. But, you know, they at least want to open it up and get people started with trying it. So yeah, at some point they're gonna do like some sort of event. Hey, play with the blues on the beta. Here's this going on, and here's a big round of people that we're going to invite. Let's all slam it. But probably not this week. Otherwise, they probably woulda, coulda, shoulda said something earlier. All right. Still general training. Lame. Oh well. Complete any normal dungeon. Okay, this is the fastest one to do. So we'll do that one. Let's go to something. How many of them like PvP? Don't matter. I just need bodies. Right? That's the biggest one. They don't have to be all like all the skilled PvPers and whatnot. If anything, like what, in my opinion, what's most important is like compatibility. Like I want people with that come from various internet connections, various hardware, that sort of stuff. Those things are important too. Of all the dungeons, this one. Goodbye. All right. Let's see. 32, 80, 20, 80. All right, let's run. Oh, I'm spec for healing still. God, I hate it when it does this, dude. That's annoying, man. Now I got nothing but judgment. I can't even heal right now. Don't die, guys. Oh, I'm gonna drown. There we go. I can heal one guy. Go, consecrate. Come on, buddy. Can I move this? There we go. Oh, my true power unleashed. Okay, now we're ready to play games. I'm not fond of like the inconsistency there. Like sometimes it works. Most of the time it doesn't. Or sometimes my spec will change and sometimes it doesn't. So, all right. Now we're ready to play. The tank left? What? Why? Why did you leave? Oh, maybe he just needed the one boss. And like, that was it. Yeah, you know what? That tank knows like how long this dungeon is. It's not long, but it's annoying. So, there was in Battle with the Blues events as well. That'll always draw people in. It never drew me in. Well, at least like PvP has not been my thing for years and years and years. So, yeah, nothing will get me in there. Oh, did we not kill the other one? Oh, all right. They can't do damage anyway. I'm sorry, guys. I got ya. I got your backs. Oh, Hunter. Yo. What's wrong? Alright. In general, draws people. Oh, no, I agree. But dude, this is my channel. Everything's about me. I have to, I have to comment on like everything as if I'm the center of the universe. Come on. It's gonna be interesting to see how prices change for base mats once housing starts and once the hunting season is over. It's funny, like when I admit, I confess, insider trading. When I found out during the pre-alpha what materials were used, I immediately bought up a whole ton of shit. And shortly after I put out that video, I dumped. and I made my money back, and I still have a lot of materials left. So I haven't like profited, but I did make all the money back, and everything else that I will make afterwards will be profit. So yeah, when the prices and stuff go up, I'll be there. I'll be there. I've already kind of earmarked the money too. Like now that I've made the money back, I'm like, okay, everything. I'm not gonna notice too hard what the price differences are. Like once they sell, then it's gonna be like, all right, cool, I made money. Fair enough for all the help you give us on professions, and it's fake money. You know, I'm sure some people are gonna be like, oh my god, insider trading. But what you gonna do? Call the SEC on me? Not like they do anything now. Shoot. And I can't mount. Oh, because of that thing. Yo. Get off, man. There we go. Butterfall, oh, this way. Oh, hello. You bought up all the shit on the cheap and flipped back when people bumped the price up. It was great, and I'll do it again when. Yeah, it was cool. I think I'm guesstimating that I'll triple what I spent. So I spent 100 grand on a whole bunch of stuff. I should at least make 200 grand back. But I have a feeling that if I play it right, it's going to be a lot more. There's other materials that I've been sitting on as well. Inks, fortunately, are going to be usable. So I have some legacy inks from back in my glyph making days. For those who remember, I was like really big on mass producing glyphs, and so I have a lot of materials from back in the day that I just never got rid of. So I'm hoping that those will turn into something good. And then there's a bunch of like old materials that I just haven't hold on to. So yay me! Yeah. Are there plans to up the item level and remix? Nope. No plans that we know of, at least. So as far as we have learned, 740 is the maximum item level. And where are these guys? They didn't die, right? Oh, they just gave up. Oh, whatever. Fine. Enjoy your carry, I guess. All my alts are max level with outdated mats, Lamau. Oh yeah, dude. My alts, they're time capsules, dude. But it's mostly useless crap that they have. It's nothing that's really like sellable. But most of the stuff that I got, like I consolidated onto one character just so my add-ons can track all that stuff properly. And now it's just a matter of time. We just gotta see what happens. Alrighty. I'm also going to be curious about like what other developments we see for professions. There's a lot of stuff that's not quite done yet. And a lot of things I'm a little... my biggest worry about professions are that there aren't enough interesting items beyond decor that's being added for this expansion for Midnight. So to me, that's kind of a bummer. I saw a resounding like loathing for professions though in the comments. Oh my god, they're so complicated, blah blah blah. And you know, it sends two messages to me. You know, one, there is clearly like this Blizzard set like a new floor or a new barrier that people just can't get past. But two, this is just my opinion, there's just this kind of, it's not irrational, but I feel like there's this unwillingness to get into it and learn it and figure it out. Like we've had this for, we've had this kind of system for a couple of years now. And it is navigatable. It can be figured out and it can be easily profitable if you apply a little bit of knowledge to it. But it feels like, and again, this is just my opinion, sorry, because I'm kind of trash talking here. It just seems like people just want like a very simple learn and produce and just pump and dump stuff and just throw stuff on the auction house and then hope it makes a profit. And to me, that doesn't feel like a healthy economy, especially right now when we live in this world of region-wide auction house and stuff like that. It's like leaving things as they were would just feel super irresponsible. It would feel like the glyph market and how things just like took a total dive. It takes a lot of time to get professional knowledge up. I agree, but the context is important too. If you want to master something, or if you want to be able to produce high quality items, you can do so in the first week or so, depending on what you want to focus on, right? And all it takes really is being able to make the item and then being able to make it at a certain level, putting in a certain number of points, and then you just let concentration do the rest of it. Because then you realize that professions are just a series of like maybe daily cooldowns and maybe not if you want to specialize for that. If you want to specialize for just making cool stuff, cool, you're a concentration crafter. If you want to specialize for like mass crafting or being able to always make high quality stuff like all the time, then yes, you'll be subject to like, okay, you gotta put in this many points into your mastery or what have you. But I think I can make an argument that most players are not the type who want to mass produce stuff, and they're just typically just making stuff for themselves, or on occasion, like if they happen to be in trade chat at the time and they want to like sell something, okay, cool, I can make that, and I happen to be available. Concentration will just do it. But I think people just want that whole, I don't know, that dopamine hit of being able to just make things when they want, even though they aren't making it very frequently. Sorry, let me read questions and stuff. Having gone back through some old professions that I didn't have an even deeper appreciation of the current system. I have a question. I've been trying to get my hitting artifact protection warrior skin for a week. It's not showing up in the high mountain. I'm not quite sure what you're getting at. The alternative is very simple, but everyone can do it quickly and your returns are minimal, or 2 crazy quests all over the place. But then the number 2 option in Emissary is just a step. Once you do the quest, then they're over. I've heard a lot of feedback being like, oh, they just need to bring back, profession quests. Those are cool and blah, 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 blah. But then you finish them. And then you're back to, we're back to having these same conversations again. As someone who's played forever with the current way professions work, engineering is the only one worth working towards besides gathering, which everyone should know. Every gathering profession for free. I mean, I would just tell people, yeah, just do the profession that you care about the most. But if you're trying to be a moneymaker, then that's when you are looking at guides, you are trying to get onto the PTR or the beta so you can do some steady work and all that stuff. But otherwise, I don't know. To me, it feels very approachable. And I think on this third round of doing guides, I'm going to try my best to create the distinction between I'm just going to make up labels here, but between a concentration crafter and a mass crafter, right? And you can say the concentration crafter is like kind of the casual person, but also not, because I would tell that the concentration person, okay, you want to put in as many points as you need to get to like an item to like a rank 2, and then you use concentration to bring it to a rank 3, and then you can just kind of leave that specialization alone forever if you want to, and just make things on occasion, and then you can just move on to some other master if you want to. But then of course someone who wants to mass craft, okay, cool, you want to go all in with this mastery, so that way you can constantly make this thing on a regular basis, whether it's a potion or you know, a weapon, piece of armor, or whatever, and always be able to make it on hand because you're the master, right? I know the knowledge catch-up thing, that's been a point of contention, and I know that like not solution, but my take has always been, what Blizzard ought to do, they should be more aggressive when they bring in a new season or a new patch, because you get like a new zone and you have like a couple of like knowledge point things, like there's some books around there you can get. They should just be more aggressive on that. So instead of like, I think right now it's just like 10 knowledge points, it should be something more you know, robust, like 30 or 50 points that you can get. So that way, if someone's coming in late, then if someone comes in season 3 of the expansion and they want to do professions for whatever reason, then they'll have like 100 some points to work with on top of whatever you know, whatever they get from learning stuff, and other books that they find, and so on and so forth. So that way, that's like the more natural catch up of knowledge points that they would get. But I would also say, by the time you get to season 3 of an expansion, you should have an idea, or someone will be able to tell you, okay, this is what's profitable, this is what is not, and then you would focus on putting points into what is profitable, ignore the rest for now, and just be like, cool, I'm making money, I'm being successful, and blah blah blah. That whole feeling of trying to max out your profession, max out your skill, there's very much like this. There's the satisfaction of, hey, I did it, I completed it, can't take that away. But there's also this sharply diminishing return as you're trying to finally complete your knowledge point collection and figure out all those skills and max those out, because I would argue you're not going to use them. You're just doing it to do it. And I have a hard time having a conversation about the value of that when I know that there's no value in yeah, I really want to get those, you know, profession weapon stone things. You know, I got to get that stuff maxed out, because if I don't, I'm going to feel bad. I can't take away that, you know, I can't argue that feeling, but also I'm like, that's not very impactful, but well, whatever. So I know I have a hard time with this conversation, because because I make the guides, I figure things out, and I really want to try and share this knowledge with you guys, and, you know, make professions feel good. But I know it's an impossible thing to do, because some people just don't like the way it works, and I hear you. Concentration is casual until you get 40 alts to do it. Exactly. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, I think I mentioned in that first profession video, I was like, okay, you know what? With alchemy, transmutation might be coming back really hard, so I might reallocate my alts, and we have a lot of alts these days if you really tried for it, to do like this mass transmute factory. And that's what I did for Dragonflight. The dividends were very, very good. We'll see how the builds go by, and we'll see if that becomes a viable thing. Because one thing that I didn't talk about much in that video, because I didn't fully understand it yet, there's going to be what is essentially a daily cooldown to create the materials that go into flasks and potion cauldrons. So if that can be like a thing, then we can easily just set up a factory and be like, all right, cool, pump, and hey, we have a market. Now, how big is the cauldron market? We don't know yet. We'll have to see. If you can level all professions easily and make everything with ease, so can everyone else. So you still can't make any money. Current system rewards efforts, and I don't see a problem with that. Personally, me neither. But I feel like there's like this really easy way to get like this personal satisfaction for players who might not care about professions, but they just want crafted items. They can just have a person do it for them, and that's one of the biggest benefits of crafting these days that I feel is underrated. I think folks have kind of take that for granted now. That crafted items are a very viable way of gearing up. It might not be like the tippity top of endgame, but boy does it get you places. And you don't need to have any knowledge about professions to do it. You just need to um, provide the materials that are needed, and then give them a little extra sum if you're like, acuity, what the hell is that? And I don't want to provide that. I'll just pay you some more money. Cool. As long as the agreement is there, then the agreement is there. Like, that's it. So anyway, I'm still going to continue trying to make guides that are geared towards making professions feel accessible, um, and try to drive people away from that whole idea of you gotta max it out. I think that's a trap, and a lot of folks have fallen into that, and there's like no way out for them. So I'm gonna try to find that like exit ramp and get them to be like, okay, cool. It's been a couple days. Let me log in, make some stuff, post it on the auction house. Boom, make money. Because it's definitely there. Okay, let me drain this inventory here. What's up, Dragon? Just watched the WoW Housing Hub video, and I'm surprised there seems to be no pumpkins yet, but there's at least the spooky tag. I think it's mostly because this is coming out before housing is officially out, so we're not going to see that kind of decor yet. Next year, though, oh boy, next year is going to go hard. So, when the 11th, I'm sure like we might see, maybe it's encrypted or maybe we just haven't seen it yet. I'm counting on the 11.2.7 patch to have a bunch of Christmas stuff. So not Halloween, but Christmas stuff. And as well as maybe maybe not Christmas stuff. Maybe some basic things, but it probably won't be a lot because they might want to focus on that being no, I take that back. I think they should do that. But we also might see stuff for Valentine's Day, Easter, some other stuff. I hope so. Okay, I need gear. So we're getting there. Oh, this is the thing that I wanted the whole time. Okay, so there's that. I did not get a lot of gear, did I? Oh yeah, I did. So I got some so I'm in the 730s now. Yay, 730s. Anything else? Here. Okay, but we do have some moats to use. Alright, so now we got that thing, whatever. Alright, cool. Well, we're close. We're getting there. I think if I just keep doing world quests, I'm eventually gonna hit the whole 740 mark. Yay! How are you guys doing on your gearing? Like, I don't feel like I'm going that hard, but yeah, I am. Sort of. But a lot of folks, they've already like maxed out their stuff. They're in like the hundreds of versatility or whatnot. I'm wondering where you guys are at. Maxing your profession is helpful because it increases your skill point. Yeah, you eventually get there. And we'll see how things go this time around with how long it takes to max out your skill. But even then, concentration, it did a lot for War Within. It did a lot for it. But some folks just aren't quite seeing it. They just see like, oh, I can't. Some people look like they react as if they can't make an item until they can max out their skill, which is incredibly not true. I'm still working on maxing several of mine on my mains. It took about 6 characters to have one of each profession. Very little motivation to finish the trees, so I want to check the boxes. But as you said, I know it's basically pointless. I do enough patron orders to fill the weekly quest, and I'm done for the week. What's up, Necro? I'm working on an inscription for midnight. It hasn't been too difficult. Just over halfway in 1 day. Nice. The fact that it has traps is already a problem. No, but that's the thing. They're not traps. It's more like a mental trap where people feel like they have to max it out. That's what I'm trying to get at. So that kind of underlines my point. Another thing regarding housing is that I play Horde, and I want to have my house in a spooky place, and so far only the Alliance has that, while Horde is all sunny and deserts. Your best bet for that sort of vibe would be the more foresty points in Ashara. That would be it. I know for me, like the spooky area is cool. But for me, it feels like a cool place to look at, but I wouldn't want it to be my house. Does that make sense? Cool to look at, but do I want that to represent me? Nah, not really. If anything, I would just have a house over there if I want to create that vibe, but I'm probably not going to really live there. Yeah, I don't really want that to be like my spot. I'd rather live in a more, cozy area. I'd rather live in like a foresty area. I'd rather live by the beach. I'd rather live on the highest vantage point so I can aim my cannon with as few obstructions as possible. So, some of you at 90. Okay, damn, that's a lot. So I'm only at like 70. So it's kind of crazy how there's been like this separation and whatnot. 323, gangster. God damn. I have a remix character around 600, but I focused on getting all the zone quests done. That's cool too. So much stuff to get now in the own world. I'm going back through content to prep for housing, including the auction house of cheap mats, lol. Yeah, there's like a couple things where like, okay, let me buy 100,000 of these. Just real quick, no big deal. But then I made the money back. Because I flipped a good chunk of it. But it wasn't like a huge profit either. It was only about 100,000 that I made out of it. But hey, 100,000. Favorite lot is the one in the north of Ashara with the little dock by the waterfalls. That one's cool. I think I remember what you're talking about. I think when I was doing the whole wagon ride yesterday, I think I went by that one. Main's at 706. I'm okay with that at this point. I'm bored with running tier 11 dells for Gilded Crest to finish leveling up my hero gear. Yeah, we did our raid last night. And it was cool. I wanted to break off a little bit early because a good chunk of the team does remix stuff. I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and split this off. But then Thursday, I want to spend most of my time in the raid. See how far we can progress with alts on heroic, because, well, we'll see how their gearing is. See, 108 for Zidane. Able to solo mythics as DPS now, which makes things easier. I mean, I would imagine though, like, I don't know if you're talking about mythics or mythic plus, but like I would figure that if you're doing mythic zeros, it's like, okay, you get this, but then if you go from zeros to twos, then you get like that double health, the reduced damage. So like twos should feel way easier than zeros, but that's what you're doing. I want stacks of books, so I bought a ton of herbs on my inscription character. There are a lot of books too. There are quite a few books. But I'm mostly focused on like the outside. Like I still don't know exactly what I want to do for the inside, because remember when we start off with housing, at least the way it currently is, the budgets we have is really low. We'll be able to make like effectively like 1 or 2 large rooms, and that's it. So I think I'm going to like kind of like slowly work my way into like for the interior. I just want to have like a good strong intro to the house with like something, I'm not gonna have like a bed or a living space set up yet, but it's gonna be more like this entranceway. And if I can, I'll have the coffee shop right next to it. So like here's like this opening hallway of sorts, and then there's like maybe it'll be like a T-shaped room. One area is going to be like the living space, and then the other one is going to take us to like the coffee shop or whatever, something like that. So it'll be a slow build for that one. Actually, it might be a T-shaped room to start with. Yeah, it might be a T-shaped room to start with, but I don't know, because at least with the current iteration of housing, that first connecting room to the entrance, you can't change it. Like there's nothing you can do about that. Like if you want to change that room, you pretty much have to dismantle the entire house, because it doesn't let you delete that room because it's connected to something else. So that's going to be kind of frustrating. I hope that they are thinking of some sort of solution for that, because yeah, like I said, it's going to be like big doo-doo better. So I have to contend with that. Doing a 5 is pretty easy. Nice. Yeah, I figured. All right, so we gotta do 9 more world quests. There are not enough, but we'll just do what we can. Winter Veil theme stuff could still be a thing, since we'll get housing around that period of time, unless they want to wait for next year. I mean, we'll also get the Legion remix housing stuff, so there is that. Yeah, and that stuff, I don't know if it's viewable or whatnot on the 11.27 PTR yet. Hoping it is, because I mean that's when it's coming. But at least the WoW database website, it's not displaying that as a. It's not showing that as the thing. Oh, I forgot to switch to heroic. I can teleport back. No big deal. It'll at least give me like some extra stats and whatnot. Are they adding foreskin curtains with flaccid hang options? That's an interesting question. Every class at 80 with 400 experience buff, you get there with the 18 infinite research quests. Oh, gotcha. What's up, Zabrik? I think Midnight has too many shinies on the horizon. My focus is on the future enough. The present content just isn't holding my attention. That's fine with me. I'm excited for the game in a way I haven't been for some time. I hope it stays when the goodies arrive. What I find, even as a creator, what I find really intimidating is just how much stuff is being added that's being back added to, you know, for the purpose of unlocking the core, legacy achievements, legacy metas, and all that stuff. Like I still need to get around to doing the BFA achievement. Part of that will involve rolling an alliance character, which I have alliance characters, but I need to like go through the motions of like playing through and then amassing currencies and getting reps with those factions that I've never played before, for the purpose of getting access to more of that core. And that's fair. Gotta play the game if you want to get access to some of those stuff, but boy, does it feel, it's tough. People who have been playing everything, even at a casual level, but people who've been playing like multiple factions, like, hey, good for them. I think they kind of got a leg up. You're doing all that stuff right now, yeah. But then there's also the remix, and then there's like my obligations with the guild, and that's a lot, man. And then there's work, Thankfully, this is work, so I can kind of double up on that. But it's still, I still got to peel off and get to business sometimes, right? Like last night, after raid, I was like, all right, let's do this video. So, thankfully, that whole housing website video, like the format of something like that is very easy. It's me just kind of like doing the video, recording it very slowly, and then just kind of listening to myself while I go through the motions and capturing that footage. So I'm able to turn something like that around very quickly. But still, it's like 11, 12 o'clock at night. I'm like, okay, let's get to work. So Achievement hunting. Yeah, there's a lot of that. I've been doing the pre-work to be able to have some Quora, BFA. I have to do Horde side. Lol. Hey, it's okay because the Horde side is superior. Now you get to play the good race or the good faction. The good guys, I should say. All that alliance propaganda, man. You'll soon learn the truth. Honestly, I learned a lot from the vids and streams. I got an idea what I want to do now in housing when it comes out. Cool. Like I'm talking big when I'm saying, okay, I'm going to build a big old gun platform. We'll see how that actually turns out. We'll see if my mood changes. Will my resolve hold fast? Or am I going to be like, ooh, squirrel? And then I make something entirely different. No, I'm not going to spare you nothing. Okay, I just need to help these people out. And I can't. Okay. Casting here. Oh, no. No, I'm not doing that. Yeah, not doing that. I mean, I'm probably going to... I know I have a paladin handy. So I think it's like a level 70 Alliance paladin. It's the one on Moonguard, actually. I think that's the one that I'm going to use. So that'll be convenient. I thought I'd nail housing, and when I saw what other people could make, I was humbled real. Dude, no kidding. I know that I'm not talented at like housing stuff because I've never really been like passionate about it until now. But seeing the creations as soon as like Tool came out, I was like, holy shit, that's crazy. Like I've seen that housing before. You know, I've seen all sorts of things where people would do like, yeah, I've seen, oh, wow, that dude just took them all. Wow. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I got to bring them to a thing. That's right. I totally forgot about that. That's right. So you're not the one. Yeah, I got to bring them to like a house over here. Well, come on, let's go. But yeah, it's amazing. And that's another reason why I'm like, I'm not going to do a top 10. No way. That would be a slap in the face to like all 10 of those people, including the one who's like first. Because folks are going to be able to make amazing things in their own way. And I don't want to, you know, I don't want to diss like that. So if anything, you know, I'm going to do highlights and then I'll let the public do it. So I'm gonna throw people under the bus. Let them. I have to go all the way there for it. Shit. I think I do. Yeah. Yeah. I'll let people just decide in comments. Okay, that one's cool. That one's not. Whatever. Okay, I'll mosey over. I'm not in a rush. A code in Unity in the housing is essentially a level editor game engine. It's so cool. The sky's the limit. We're going to see some awesome stuff. Yeah, absolutely. You know, one of the challenges, I'm sure, is that it is mostly like a UX thing. They just want to make something that feels accessible for all players. So like from the, you know, getting into menus to the flow, like all that stuff has just got to work like just right. Yeah, I imagine that shit is like super hard. Is it here? Yeah, I guess it's here. Come on, buddies. Yay. That one, someone made a sunken ship from tables. Yeah, that one was cool. It was like super ratchet though, right? Because it's like, okay, this, you know, the shape is like, it is like awkward and all that, but it still worked. You know, I can tell what it is, and that's the main takeaway, right? All right, so I am filling up a bar. Filling up a bar. You activity. Did you know the bone steeds fly, and it's hilarious looking? The bone steeds? Are you talking about the new mounts that come with this phase? Like, I thought those were like the Chargers or whatnot, right? Like, those use the Charger model? I have not seen them. I have not seen them in action. Maybe I'll buy one and, like, try it out. How much do those cost? Let's see, how much stuff do I have? I got $8.39. So that's a lot of candles. It's a lot of candles. 10K? That ain't so much. That's not so bad. Maybe I'll pick one up and try it. I think there's like a couple of different colors, and I'll just choose one. Four Horsemen, Death Charger looking amount. Alright. Oh, I don't even know what thing I'm spec for right now. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. The bone steeds trot in the air instead of gallop. Well, that doesn't sound intended. So enjoy it while you can. Get screenshots, post it on socials, be famous, get karma before they fix it and it goes away. If it goes away. 91. Oh, we're almost there. I don't think these guys will finish it off though, but is it laggy at all? I'm not experiencing any lag. And I finished the quest. Nice. Alright, what else we got? The Withered Training will count. I guess technically the Nighthold thing will count too. Ariane? I don't know which boss that is. Oh well. Guess I'll suffer through it. I noticed they added the steed, but not the secret mount from Karazhan, the skeletal dragon. Oh, that's the Nightbane one, right? If I recall correctly. Nightbane, Stella's thing, and then the 3 people. All right. Yoo-hoo. Nothing but corpses. I saw something with purple on it. Oh, there. You. All right, this is the that one elite quest. Oh, he's talking. Wow, I never see this on the first try. That's some streamer privilege kicking in right there. Nice. The Smoldering Ember. Oh, that's the name of it. Okay, cool. Okay, I need to. Okay, I at least got to use this power once. Just to get this thing out of the way. This guy is chonky. This thing is a definite survivor. Yay. Okay. So what am I switching to again? I'm going. Yeah. So I do have. Oh, I had max ranks of Terror from Below. Okay, that's cute. So let's get out of that. Go back to normal stuff. Cool. All right. So, oh, there's the dude. But let me get all these in the meantime. So I can feel alive. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh yeah, Headless Horseman too. Shoot. I know that I talked about, hey, you can just use multiple characters, knock it out real quick, and I have not done it. I've been I've at least been diligent at logging on at least once a day to like do it. The Bunsies look even more ridiculous steady flying. Nice. Oh yeah, the power. Can't forget about. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a thing that lets me summon helpers. Oh, they just died though. Whoa. Or it looked like they just got smoked. Okay, that did not help me. Them. Poor guys. Okay, snake some credit for that one. Just doing the dailies for Halloween Horseman, then I'm just on a remix. Yeah, I think I mean, there are definitely things to do on my main. But I also am like, ooh, it's a lot. Like I said, lots of achievements to go back on. But I also, you know, I want to mostly focus on things that'll actually interest me. But rolling an alliance character is such a big step that I will have to do that. I'll have to like take care of a lot of stuff there. Okay, y'all are talking up the bone steeds. I once I finish this up, I gotta remind myself to go take a look and see what you guys are talking about. No, I think I already have like a level 70 or so, and that's fine. I know I did like some. There is a character that I have done some of the questing on. I need to find that one, but I think that's a warrior, and I don't really care to do a warrior. I want to stick to my paladin. Comfort zone and all that. I mean, I'm playing the inferior faction. I at least want to have like a little bit of comfort with rolling a class I'm familiar with. Depending on your XP buff in the remix, it might still be faster. I mean, leveling speed, that's not the issue, right? It's going through the campaigns, you know, or it's going through the leveling campaign, followed by the war campaign, and you know, taking care of the reputations and all that stuff. So I'm not worried about level. You got the mount? Nice, 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 nice. And at the same time, you know, if you know, being max level and then going through the motions of the campaigns and everything, that's just, it's going to be that much faster. But I also, you know, I don't want to rush through either, because this will be my first time playing through. I know I played through a good chunk of, oh boy, Drustbar. I played through a good chunk of that, as well as Turagard Sound. But I don't want to just like boom, boom, boom. You know, I don't want to just skip all the quest tags. I don't know everything, so. I feel less motivated to do work on my main. Doesn't feel like I need the extra gear or item level since I can't get the chips. I don't have much to do. That whole chip thing, I feel like it's a mistake. I feel like that was a bad call. But I also feel, I also am not fond of chips anyway. Or at least I'm not fond of chips outside of the last season of an expansion. I don't see a point for it. I think they could have done something. Maybe it's just because they didn't have the time or the manpower to do it. But I really think like the turbo boost should have been the quote, you know, season 4, where they should have just also opened up the raids, you know, open up the previous raids, do the whole rotation thing, and then let us choose, you know, with the turbo boost stuff, you know, with the chip vendor, let us choose from the previous raids trinkets as well. Screw it, why not? But I have a feeling that they just didn't have the resources to commit for something like that, which is a shame. Hear that, Blizzard? It's a shame. Shame. Oh well. What's this one? Beacons. Oh, beacons? I don't remember this one. Oh. Okay, I kind of do. It's these. Okay. So these I just kind of go click, and then I can mass pull and go to town. Boop, boop, boop. 8 dudes. All right. Should have done like the last season. Yeah, woulda, coulda, shoulda. But I guess I can imagine that it's a considerable amount of work going back and, you know, doing those raids. It's more than what they were able to do. But yeah, they should have done that. But but going back, like I'm also not fond of like having the chip vendors be a thing when it's not the last season. I don't think that was a good expectation to create. Leave it for the last season. Leave it for the last hurrah with like hey, let's just hook you up with gear, because now it's like, now it feels like it has to be like this controlled thing. I mean, it doesn't have to, but you know, most of it feels like it has to be like this controlled and curated thing, and it's got to be gated. You know, the queue people, they can't get that. It's only for the people who do organized stuff. And dude, it's the last season. We're gonna be out of here. Some people have already checked out. You know what I mean? It's not necessary. First patch BFA was actually great for zones and story, but Azerite was bad. I think that was I remember those. I feel like that was a Azerite gear, the traits and whatnot. That felt like a miss. But it also kind of like, it kind of messed up their momentum for the rest of the expansion, because they had to like kind of go back and do a big repair job on that. Probably more focus on housing and remix. Yeah. So I imagine that was like the whole plan. Like they wanted to do that, but I think in hindsight, I don't think it was a good call. I don't remember if this counts. Okay, so it says do 6 out of 10. I'm just going to like do this. And I don't know if it's gonna bring me to 7, but we'll see. Seven. Oh, okay. Cool. That was a nice freebie. So 3 more. I'll get this thing done tomorrow. I think I'm going to give cartel ships through a raid finder, then I'm done with this expansion gearing up wise. Yeah. I mean, fortunately, there's a lot of other things to do. They really should have just left that in. Oh, man. Oh, okay, so I can do that one, and then there's that one over there. So, I don't even know what that boss is. Ariadne. Wait. Nighthold. Wailing in the night. I don't know where to find this thing. How am I supposed to know? Yeah. I don't know where this extra person is supposed to be. This doesn't give an indicator. Well, guess it's not getting done. That's a shame. All I know is once remix ends, I'll focus on housing and related achievements and just ignore the to-dub-dub stuff. Oh, I can't ignore all of it. Because there's like, well, maybe. There might be a meta that we care about. There might be some other extras that are like worth going for. Let's see, 3 more world quests and I'll finish this thing. Okay, I can do that. I can swing it. One, actually, no, there's some emissary stuff I think I can do. So, Quarterferondas and the Wardens. So, Quarterferondas over here. Okay, so actually that's the wrong one. So I just want to do the wardens. So, oh, it's not doing an easy highlight. Well, actually, I think I need to zoom out and then I can locate warden stuff here. But it's bugging out. Okay, so wardens. Okay, cool. Now I have a plan. Let's roll. All right. Curious to know what the catch-up mechanics are going to be for the final Legion remix phase. I mean, it could be anything. It could be another boost to minimum item level when you open up, when you use motes. Could be a big level boost, more bronze multiplier. Who knows? So if anything, I would at least want to stage myself to have as big of an infinite knowledge multiplier as I can get away with. I have heard there are problems though, unfortunately. I heard that people who have like a certain knowledge level, they're actually getting less knowledge. So yeah, there's some bug going on where the multiplier just isn't working right, which I'm sure is just fantastic. I'm sure gamers are loving that. For the time walking meta achievement, I only need rep 10 with the right light faction. I only think we need a bronze boost. Bronze acquisition has been pretty stable. No, but there's going to be some people who are like, okay, I'm here for the last month and like, that's it. What can I get? And hopefully they can get everything that they want at least. We'll see if they can get everything possible with that. But also I want like 100 candles. You know, 100 candles, 50 torches, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm being kind of limited on how I do my purchases at the moment. And what am I turning in here? Hello. Oh, this is balance of power stuff. Okay. Kind of forgot about this. All right. Well, I'll get to that someday. We are doing warning stuff. 55, but yeah, exactly. Jogger, hey, what's up, dude? I'm doing good. I'm feeling pretty good today. Keeping myself busy, but also just kind of like letting the weight settle in of like all the things that I want to do for like different housing things in the remix. Oh yeah, both in the remix and elsewhere in the game. So maybe once I wrap up some of this stuff, I'll take a look at my I'll take a look at the Alliance Paladin that I have, see where he's at. Or maybe I'll just stick with the Warrior. That might be a good idea because like I've already done like I think 2 zones on him. I need to find that character though. I don't even know which account he's on or whatever. If I can't find him, then I'll be like, okay, I don't want to re-up my other account just for that. I'll just go ahead and make a new character and just, you know, redo those zones. It's not the end of the world. It's just me being exposed to the lesser faction. Ugh. I look a little more bronze, but I got 3 of my main wanted items, finished the Caldry robes, and got my main mount I was after, plus I got the Satyr's robes, or shoulders. That's right, there's that too. It's gonna take a little bit of a bite out of our budgets, but that's not so bad to go for. And where is this thing? Fellsworn, Adapt, Betrayer, and Defiler. Oh, all these guys. Hello. And we're doing a roulette. A lot of mounts I kind of went on. That's all right. I mean, that's me in like most mounts. So I really hope they go bonkers with the power in the last patch. Let anyone go 999 and go crazy. I don't think it's going to be that. I don't think they're going to negate people's efforts that hard. That'd be kind of irritating, you know? I'd say, like, letting people get the gear fast is most of it. Like, you don't need high versatility to do, like, a plus 25 or 30. Like, by the time you get there, like, then you're pretty good to go. And you don't need to do that much more. Like, if people want to be pushing, like, super high keys, then you probably should have just been here earlier for the whole heyday of it. And where's my... Where are dudes to kill? Yo. I need defilers. Okay, here's a defiler. Hello. Ah. So here's mine. Got it. People want max verse for the 30 set run. It's crazy. Yeah, you don't need that. You don't need nothing that crazy. I mean, I know I can't do it myself. You know, you want to have like a decent number of people that will at least survive stuff, but that's it, really. Like when we did, when I did the 30 the other day, like I was not, you know, to the DPS, they had very good gear. I think they were able to survive even without a tank, and that was before those changes kicked in. So I think it's going to be even easier now, which is cool. The fellow if you can add 2 weapons is pretty amazing. I haven't really tried it yet. And why is this guy all juiced? This guy is pumped up, man. I don't see any special buff on him either. Oh well. And I need to kill 2 more betrayers. Dang it. Yay. Okay. So 1 more betrayer. Yoo-hoo. As a non-mythic player, I'm just waiting until I get OP enough so I can get that 30 transmog solo. It's going to be a journey, right? And the people that are signing up, that are trying to join those groups, it's pretty hard to do right now because there's so many people who are eligible for it, and you're just fighting for spots. So it's just pure numbers. There's just way too many people competing, not enough people who are hosting. I'm not good enough to host one right now. Otherwise, I would at least like consider doing that for people. Like, viewers, come on, let's go. And I'll just keep doing like whatever 30 is available. I need 1 more betrayer. Okay, I think I gotta climb up. I haven't seen nobody. I was able to get a 31 because we had 3 tanks, one of which, one who had 91 million health. It's a lot of health. Oh, I think in here is where you can find these guys. That's right. So I need like a betrayer. Come on, cowards. Where are y'all at? There we go. Yeah, these guys are like so pumped. 500 million health. Sheesh. Like they're just spongy. They're just really, really spongy. Kind of wild. Did a 40 the other day. It was pretty fun. Nice. And 1 danger quests. Alright, you're close. You know, doing the remix, it makes me really wish that there was a single spot for all of the quartermasters, so I could just keep doing them Paragon boxes. I know I'm like going over on my rep because I'm like, yo, I'm not going to go all the way around to each and every quartermaster like once, twice a day to turn in the, yeah, just for like 1 box. If they made that box a little bit better, then I would. Okay, I'm like stuck here, dude. I gotta get out. Then 1 million is not that high. Okay, humble brag. Here I am, quite pleased with my. What's my health at? 58. No, 59. No, wait. Shit, what is it? Keeps getting higher. 63. There you go. I'm pretty happy. All right, where are you at, lady? Are you up here? You are up here. Do you get anything worth a damn in the quartermaster boxes? Not really. I thought you were supposed to get like a good bit of bronze, but I didn't notice that. But it's actually no. I thought you did, because I thought I remember seeing like, oh, you're supposed to get like a couple thousand bronze, something like that, and that would be cool. But that doesn't seem to be the case either. Bronze becomes useless fast? I disagree. There are a lot of things I'm going to be buying that aren't available yet. Like, it's going to get drained super fast. Shift click, max, gone. And I'm going to be spending, like, you're going to see me here. I'm going to start right at the camera. I'm just going to keep clicking stuff and learning the core. Oh, it's going to be glorious. Glorious! Alright, turn-ins are good, yay. That's why I say that we get so much more bronze than is needed to buy all that. No, we don't. No, we don't. That ain't enough. So like, let's take a look. So the things that I will buy multiples of are like, it's going to be cheap stuff. Let's go with the chains, the candles, and the torches and braziers, candles. So like things that are like 5k. Nothing too crazy. I'm not going to buy like the 30ks and stuff like that. So like if I were to take this 845,000 that I have right now, that's what, like 20 times 8 is 100, and so it's like 160, 100 to 160 of those assortments of items. I'm doing some very, very basic napkin math here. So among all these, and so if I were to split that evenly, it's going to be like 40 candles, 40 chains, 40 torches or whatnot. I want more than that, to be honest. I'm going to want more. I want to do something like very memey, something just ridiculous. You should get the add-on Legion Remix Helper. It opens all your boxes when you get them for it. I have it, but I don't use that. Yeah, I don't use that. Dude, I gotta get that dopamine fix of like, dude, clicking stuff and getting things. Yeah, you can't take that away from me. There's a certain satisfaction, a certain value you just can't deny. Wardens, let me use these. since I happen to be here. Oh, look at that. A Paragon box. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so I do get the lesser bronze. So I get like 4,000 for that. And I do get okay, that's not a great box. That's just like a normal box. They even added functionality of hiding things you already have from vendors. What link was that with Legion of the Core? Oh yeah, I'll go ahead and yeah, this is from the WoW site, so there we go. The auto open feature was bugged and causing disable add-on pop-up errors. So I just, oh, was it? Oh, okay. Oh, whoops. All right, so I also got to turn in quarter for round this. They fixed the bug. Cool. No, I like the. I mean, I'm human too. I love my dopamine fixes. So getting that satisfaction of like slamming open a bunch of boxes, I gotta have that. Otherwise, you lose. You know, you lose that feeling of powering up. You lose a little bit of that texture, that context. Yeah, so it's like, I gotta feel boom, one more point, baby. Instead of it just kind of like happening without me really knowing it. Yeah, but that's me, right? Let's see, which is the one I should be using? I think I don't have any other insignias, do I? Dreamweaver, Valzar, High Mountain. Oh, here we go. Court of Verandis. Yeah. No? Yes? Quest? Yoo-hoo. Oop. Oh. Oh, silly me. All right. Love opening those. I mean, I get the convenience, but there are some things that I'm like, no way, add-on. Don't take this away from me. Like that's kind of me with you know, those auto gossip things. It's not, you know, not the same thing, but I just like having it. So. All right, so I think I still haven't gotten that achievement. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, so I've got the achievements. So now that will get me another one of those, another one of these rewards. But like, where am I at here? So let me see. Oh, connect to BattleNet to do a thing. Okay. Okay. I guess I forgot. So let's check again. Oh, I think it's just not working right. Well, but that's doo-doo. Refresh account data. So, I think they just changed how it works. Okay. Yeah, well, okay, so what am I missing for housing decor? So, raids I've done, that one I guess hasn't fully updated yet because I haven't logged out yet. That one I can't do, so I'm well on my way. Yeah, so I'm done with this phase for collection stuff. Now it's just gonna be like later on. I gotta do this one for the for phase 3. And that's all I'll be able to do. Oh yeah, actually, I think I should be able to do this one as well. So Broken Shore for that one, Legion Assaults, you know, going around doing that stuff. And then yeah, that's it for that. Cool. Did I knock out Nighthold Mythic? Yes. Yeah. A couple of my guild, a greater number of my guildmates now, they're like pretty maxed out. Not with 999 verse, but they're plenty geared enough to make carries like nice and smooth. So I think there was like 12 of us or so that did mythic. I tried to tank. I did my best. I tried my hardest, guys. There's a homebound add-on that does the completion. The completion is a thing, but then you know I've noticed that. So help me out here. Where does it show Legion remix stuff? Because I don't see that unless I'm missing something, right? But then these are also like related to achievements, but these are achievements that are also linked to that, so that kind of throws me off. You have like 400 of those modes stacked up right now. I had 1,000 at one point. I was kind of waiting until my multiplier got to a certain point. I'm like, okay, let me do this, and then I'll just slam them. But then after a while, I was like, okay, I think I'm at a good spot. It's not going to get much higher than this. I'll just go ahead and like use all this stuff. So I went ahead and just blew through it. Now this thing I definitely use for from Legion Remix Helper. This thing has been very helpful. But as for the boxes, no, this is just a lot. There's a point where it becomes like a bit too overwhelming, you know. And then there's like all these extras too, so. But then these I at least want to like manually review. Make sure I'm good. All right. Is there any like stuff I haven't used yet? I don't think so. I think I'm good, and I don't think there's like any new gear that I have, right? Oh yeah, there are. Yeah, there is. There's these. And shoulders. I'm getting close. I'm like right there, dude. So let's keep playing. I think I just got to do like a bunch of world quests, and like that should do it. But I'm also out of like main quests, so it's not going to feel like quite as good. And I have done like all the world quests that I can possibly do. So. Oh, and there was a roulette. Sorry about that. All right. Thank God, because like I could use a change of clothes. So let's see what we get. Oh yeah, I look no different. I feel like I don't look any different from how I did just before. It was such a random thing already. But I do like these shoulders though. Where are these from? Pauldrons of the Broken Blade. Those aren't bad. Now this one I'm kind of familiar with. I forget the expansion, but that one looks familiar. Some of this stuff's old. This one's definitely a Tomb of Sargeras thing, but yeah, anyway. All right, so let me take a quick look at my account. There are two characters to pay some attention to. One, oh hell no! Get off me, frog! Oh, you give me a lot of mementos though, but oh well. Oh, the skeletal mounts. Oh, you know, yeah. I want to take a look at that first, real quick. Real quick. Sorry, I needed to put shoes on. That feels better. Oh, and it's well past 10. Was there any news? Nope. Not a thing. Are there any updates to be aware of. Boom, boom, boom. Nope. Okay. So mount vendor. Let's see. All right, what do we got? So we got Dread Stalkers, we got Gloom Dark or something or other, Spirit of what's its face. I think it's these that you guys were talking about, the Bone Steeds. So what color do I want to go for? There's blue, there's red-ish, there's greenish, and there's purplish. I'll go for this one. Bone Steed. All right, baby, let's ride. Woo! This dude's dog paddling. Oh. So there's no animation except for the dog paddle. Okay, it does lean, right? At least does that. But there's no, you know. Let's ride. Zoom. Okay, yeah, I can't tell at all. Zoom. That's adorable. You know what? Don't fix this. Don't fix it. It's fine. It's fine. This is the most chill skywriting mount there is. No effort required. Yeah. No, I think this works fine. This works perfectly fine. and the way its gait is looking, it's kind of like waddling. But it's not. It's doing a dog paddle. Oh, that's cute. All right, yeah, no refunds. Let's go. All right. Let's do. It's a warrior. No. Oh, I don't think it's on this account. Okay, there goes that. Yeah, I guess there goes that plan. Damn. Damn. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, level 70. Okay, I got two to choose from. I got the Hume, and I got the Dark Iron Dude. One's on Moonguard, one is in Bleeding Hollow. And like that's it. So so I think I'll gosh, I'm gonna have to do all of them again. But I mean, I'm already out leveling everything anyway. Right? Oh crap, I don't remember. Let me in. Like that transmog? That's a cool transmog. That's actually the model that I used. He should be in Dornigal right now in a certain position. That's the model that I used for the trailer that Blizzard had me do. Because I was like doing some joke line where it's like, okay, with the whole, Horde versus Alliance in the Dell thing that lasted for like a day. That was kind of goofy, but oh, I'm here. Oh. Confession, I think I came here the other day for fun with you guys. All right, so let's take a look and see. Oh yeah. I did do a thing. Yeah, this was the character I did it with, because I had like some buttons set up for like waving and then like the rude thing, but I needed to have it like in shot like that. So like, you son of a bitch. Yeah, anyway. So let's go to, or let's set up some buttons, because there's like weird shit going on here. Actually, let me just turn everything off. I don't need those stinking add-ons. Hang with the Moon Guard RPers? Damn right. Okay, so alright, so I'm going to Boralus. So how do I start this now? I have no idea where I'm at on this. Dragon Isles, Crocoon. Yo. Northshire? Nope. Okay, I got like a lot of just stuff to get. Okay, where's okay, I should have some add-ons right. But I don't need all of them. Okay, I don't need most of them, but whatever. I'll just leave them off for now, and I can put up with manually deleting stuff. Tank Master. I don't know what that is. I don't know what a lot of these are. Lore walking. I still haven't done lore walking yet. Gosh. Alright. What am I working on? I want to start the Borealis stuff. I want to start BFA stuff. And I'm pretty sure that I have not done it on this character. So maybe I should go to the embassy, and maybe that will help direct me where to go. That's not the embassy. This, I think, is the embassy. So, hello. Ghostlands made in cool tiers? No, that's a allied race unlock. Check the board. Oh, brilliant! Yes, the board. Where's the board? Yo, help! I'll find it. I'm not gonna look at chat. I'm gonna find this board. Promise. Guard. Board. Lore walk and mailbox points of interest? Nope. I know there's one near town. Near the entrance to town. I thought there was like one around here, but so I'm pretty sure somewhere in this hellscape of a city is the command board. There it is. Look at that, the face of evil right there. Okay, so Jade Forest, Hyjal. No. Shit. Okay, well, the following missions are for lower level adventurers. By the bank in Old Town? Oh, wait. So different boards give different sets of quests? That's annoying. Do we know if our warband can walk around our home? Currently, no. That is not a thing. Talk to the guard. Like, any guard? Heroes Herald. Oh, dude, BFA. Oh, let's go. Okay, so I should have had low-level stuff on and going. Cool. Tides of War. Damn, I'm starting from the top. But oh well. That's, this is my fate. Ooh, what's this? Requires level 80. Okay. Cool beans. Have you found a quick way to level by any chance, or is what you're trying to do, or is what I'm trying to figure out? No, no, I'm not trying to level fast. I just want to. I want to start doing BFA stuff. Oh, look at you, you handsome man, you. And what is this thing? Stink bomb. Stink bombed. What? Sheesh. Rude. Boom. For the light, baby. One of my guilty said that if they let us put alts in our house, he's going to make an army of night elves, girls to dance in his house. I'm going to make an army of mechagnomes. Just let them all hang out. Okay, so most of this I'm still kind of familiar with. It's just Stormsong Valley, yeah, Stormsong Valley I'm not familiar with, and then there's definitely like the campaign stuff, the war campaign stuff that I have like no knowledge about. So that'll be interesting to look at later. An urgent, nope, not that. I don't think, I'm pretty sure that I'm past BFA level. So like, what's the max level that we see in BFA zones? Is it 60, 70 maybe? Oh yeah, yeah, so I can skip this stuff. Yes. Thank goodness. Although I'm also kind of thrown out because I'm like, okay, now where do I go? Oh, Talia, what happened to you? Shucks. Although so spoiler alert, you do see her in a cameo appearance, in the Defense of the Sunwell. Like the battle to defend the Sunwell at midnight. It's gonna have like the who's who. You know, we've seen this happen a number of times where you see like this whole ensemble of characters for like all sorts of different walks that are appearing, like names that are, some of them are very familiar, some are very, very obscure. But Talia was one of them that shows up, and like you see everyone. I don't know if I saw Kalia, but I'm sure she was there somewhere. I don't know any locations, okay, but I need to visit the ferry dock. But I don't know any locations, so that's, well, I guess that counts. Oh, she has to go through her RP thing. Okay, never mind. I know that I'm feigning shade, but man, I continue to be jealous of Alliance architecture. It's so goddamn good. It's so smooth. But now we kind of like look at this whole, we look at these in a different light. It's like, I can do that. I can do that. I can figure out this thing to make that work, you know? And of course, there's like some parts that we won't see yet. Like it'd be really cool to make this sort of curvature. It'd be possible because we could just take beams and then certain planks or whatnot to create the illusion of it. But then we can't exactly do this, not without making like some, you know, a whole bunch of clipping and whatnot, which would work. But yeah, we just kind of have to like throw it together somehow. Yeah, I remember seeing Alonzus, but I don't remember seeing Kalia, which I figured like as a Horde player, you'd probably like see her. Browse architecture is epic. Oh yeah. Oh, Leroy Jenkins was in there? Do we see I don't remember if what's his name? Johnny Awesome is technically a paladin. Is he? I don't recall. Because that would be sick. Like I would want to see Johnny Awesome like surrounded by like just tons of void corpses being like, dude, this is nothing. Yeah, let me look this up. Come on, AI powered internet. Is Johnny Awesome a paladin? He's a hunter. Fuck. Okay, Johnny sucks. What a letdown. What a letdown. Enter the harbor master's office, which is like down here, I think. So this is what's so with human architecture, we have obvious references because hey, guess what? We're human. So like we have like a lot of familiarity with like structures and designs and stuff, and so you can that's why these particular you know, the look and feel of this feels particularly convincing because it's what we're used to. The rest of the stuff is pretty fictional. Oh, my legs are killing me, dude. I think I'm gonna have to sit. Like I've been trying to work out some more, but I'm not ready for like I'm not ready for 50 squats in short succession. Not yet. I'll get back to it. I'm hoping next week I'll be like, okay, I feel comfortable again. I can do this. I think it's just running around with family and doing that stuff has like been like super wearing me out. Starting BFA, I like the overall designs of both sides, but I like Justfar more. I hear a lot of fandom over Justfar. The one thing I don't like about the area too much is that it feels sparse is the best word that I have. I don't know if I have the map open yet. You know, like, okay, let me turn some stuff on. Yeah, I'll turn this on. It's like there are settlements and there's villages and whatnot, but I guess I just feel addicted to the idea of, you know, just larger cities like Borealis, like even a place like Zuldazar, which doesn't quite carry that same city vibe. I just love that whole feel. All right, isn't there a thing where I can like choose a choose what zone to go to? Yeah, I thought that was a thing. Wasn't there like a map? Yeah, scouting map, but I guess not. Yo, hey man. Like, can I just go? I might be able to just go to like some of these other zones, but I'm not sure how that would work. No, I can't do the thing. Doesn't let me do it. But maybe I got to do more of the intro. I think I have to do more of the intro. I have a feeling that I'm not like done yet. Yeah, like this person. I think this is the portal person that intros me in. So now I think I should be able to do it. Magical Elements is recruiting active casual and social players for delves, raids, dungeons, PvP. If that's not your thing, that's okay as well. You can still join and enjoy the game. All levels welcome, and if you need help, just ask. Good. We'll see. My resolve will break, and I'll just join some rando guild at some point. Oop. Yo, that construction, man. I don't know if it picks up, but boy, is it loud on my end. Here we go. The map. No. The map. Alright, so this time we're going to Storm Song, because I haven't done this spot before. So let's ride. I'm like expecting I'm doing all these turn-ins. I'm like, yo, where's my infinite caches? Hook me up, dude. So take a ferry to Storm. I get to take a ferry. Oh, that's adorable. Look at that. Humans are so lazy that they gotta get like a ferry taken, to take them there. Big, strong Horde men, they don't need to take a ferry. You know what they say about ferries? I don't know what they say, but whatever. Why do they keep putting the same pet that I keep deleting? I can't have more than one, and I can't cage it. There's an add-on that I use called Vendor, and what you can do, you can assign items that you can't just, easily get rid of, to either be sold or to be destroyed. So I do that with pets. So we got Nightborn gondolas. Well, not up here. Although this does again give me give us a good look at like what's possible here. And again, I am jealous of human architecture. It's just so cool. It's very, very cool. This is not Storm. Oh, this is just taking me to the north of the city. Oh. Wait, this is not north of the city. This is... Okay. Wait, is this even the right spot? Like, is this the thing? I guess so. Oh. Hello! So it's a specific pet bug. Okay. I thought this was just like a general hey. Alright. So we got a missing fleet. Let's run some game sounds on so we can at least get a small listen in on what's going on.
I welcome those who honor the sea.
Alright. I'm gonna be doing a lot of this progression offline too. It's I'm not that type who's gonna like read every line of text and react to it. I want to enjoy the story, but I'm not going to. I'm not all that immersive. I'm not good at that sort of narration and all that.
Beware that which lurks in the... Why don't you pester Alan if you're here to waste your time? Be that way. We just might.
And these are very uncooperative people. Stick up their ass. Gosh. If it was the Horde, we'd be like, oh, sir, Blood Elf. Oh, of course. Of course we'll help you out. You're so great. Alright, what about you? You gonna help me out? I guess not. People are kind of douchey. Alright, so one more person to ask. Yeah, I'm gonna take my Ninja Turtle sword and just start going crazy in this thing. Let me do a quick check. 11 o'clock, any news? Nope. Very much hoping for an alpha build, though. Bated breath status, Okay, so what can you tell me about the missing fleet? Now, remember, as a Horde player, I'm used to coming here and, like, killing hella dudes. So, this is a, this will feel cool. You know, it's gonna give a different sense of familiarity. Like, especially when I finish all the campaign stuff and I start doing the war campaign, I'm gonna be very interested to play through that. To be like, oh my god, the atrocities the Alliance are pulling. Oh, these innocent Horde, how dare they? Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot of that. Why are all the Alliance Shaman options either obese or short? Hey, don't be talking shit about Draenei. They're filled out, yo. Alright, so what do you got? No, you're gonna turn into a bad guy. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, I don't have buttons. Uh-oh. I got Judgment. I need Hammer of something or other. Shield of something. Cool. Whoop. Oh. It's you. You're the bad guy. That's the best option, but hook feet are not my favorite. I get it. I feel you. That, you know, I guess that is a good point. You know, you have a Alliance Shaman. They happen to have like certain there are certain races, certain body types, and they happen to like not be what what everyone's ideal is. It's like, yo, why can't Void Elves be Shaman? I mean, it makes sense, right? The Void, nature, duh, right? Maybe not, but duh. I mean, by that vein, we should have Blood Elf Shaman as well. Okay, at least Talia knows she got a good head on her shoulders. She's like, screw all this tradition stuff. We're just gonna go. Spoken like a gamer. We don't need these norms. I have a big hammer. All up. So what do y'all think? Like, do you think there's going to be... I mean, Warcraft isn't that big on romancy stuff. But like, do you think there's going to be, like, who do you think Anduin's going to eventually, like, hook up with? Is it going to be, like, Talia? Is it going to be Farron? Is it going to be random campfire? Like, it's not like there's been, like, constant development. But you can kind of set up this whole, like, shonen anime harem sort of thing with Anduin and all of his ladies. You think of Sylvanas? We can't forget about Sylvanas. I was a big ship of Anduin Sylvanas because, yo, dude, Little Lion? Oh, man. She had him wrapped around her finger. 100%. Minor spoiler alert, there's this thing where Eretor, we're going to go questing with Eretor in the next patch, and we're going to go all over the place, including the mall. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't happen, but I would have loved to have seen Anduin being like, what, you're going to the mall? I want to go. And then they're like, no, Anduin, Thrall's like, no, Anduin, we need you here. And Anduin's like, oh, but he gets to go. Anduin, why would you want to return to the mall? Because, God, she's so hot. Because there's souls that need help that I was a bad guy too, and Thrall's like, okay, I know where you're coming from. You gotta get off that, you have some beautiful ladies here who are waiting for you too, but then, but Anduin's just like total Stockholm syndrome. 100%. 100%. That dude is a hook. He is a hook. Anyway, see, there's me doing my thing again. All right, so what is going on? What is going on here? Oh, you know, I think I remember doing this quest, actually. Yeah, I do remember a little bit of this.
I'll try to figure out why the road is closed. See if you
Yeah, there's like something going on here. Someone's like delaying stuff or causing some trouble. Just attack. Hell yeah, dude. Can we do this for all of them?
Good day to you.
Hell yeah.
The time
Dispensing justice. Okay, I need talents. I need proper talents. I got the wrong stuff. No, yes. Yes. Ooh. Good enough. Okay. Oh yeah, there's Rathian too. Duh. So you're thinking it's looking like Farron? Okay. Why would you want to go back into the mall and join Dr. Ranger hips making me acting on? Am I leveling the character? No. I am going through the motions of the BFA campaign. That way I can like unlock stuff and eventually get more housing options, baby. The big thing is I'm gonna need to unlock like the campaign or the war campaign and then start getting war resources and all that stuff. So because I don't know what we immediately get because like I don't have world quest access, so I'm not getting that stuff. Yeah. Okay, I at least appreciate that I can like just get right to business. Like, why even bother talking with these guys? They're clearly uncooperative. Am I going to gain any XP off this? 112, baby. Woo! But yeah, I'm more than equipped to like handle these. It's going to be an extra couple button presses to like get through most of the questing and whatnot. So I'm cool with this. I don't think I need to do the side quests, right? That's not really necessary unless I want rep, I guess. But I don't think I'm gonna worry about that right now. I think I want to go through the motions of like the main stuff, just so I can unlock all the major features, go through the war campaign, and then I'll circle back and see what's missing from here. Unlock world quest by doing the chain to go to Zuldazar. Okay. I mean, I still want to, I'm still gonna go through all the quests and all that because the war campaign I don't have access to. I haven't touched that ever. All right. So now we're arrived. Things ain't looking so great. Disperse the crowd surrounding Brother Pike because we need to talk to him. Oh, can I kill these guys? Can we just not talk and just kill these guys too? Get out! Oh, one desires battle.
Stop! I just want my family to
Like, yo, I'm a champion of Azeroth, buddy. Get off.
I wish I knew. Karan's game.
Yeah, so I just keep getting, like, passed off from one person to another. So now I have to find this Brother Addington dude.
Baroness Strand is a short ride from here. Come.
I'm like totally getting the runaround here, man.
My brothers and answers, I hope.
Where's this guy? Is he in a cave? Ish? Okay, he's in something. Wait, is he in a underwater thing? No. I think there's just something in here. Okay. Oh no. I should have just followed Brother Pike. Oh, he got fucked. Damn. Lynched, yo. Brutal. Is he impaled too? No, but it's bad enough.
Always to the sea. Do not forget the fall.
Alright, so we gotta help the people that are being abused here. Typical Humes. Gosh. See, in the Horde, we just have peons. They just know their place. Know what I mean? We just throw boots, and you know, they get put in line.
Stay on course.
Yeah, there's all sorts of mistreatment here. Gosh, Alliance. See, that's why the Horde are here. To liberate you from life. And, yeah. You don't need to. You won't be oppressed if you're dead. You want your house to look like these? They look very cool. Now, the sad thing about some of the Borealis housing is that these, like, for example, this one, it's a total facade. Like, you can't go inside here. Like there's nothing in there. And then some of the ones that are, they're very thinned out. Like, somewhere in Tiragard is like here we go. It's like some estate, some big house, but it's not even really anything. To me, it was a big disappointment. Now, Waycrest Manor, that's legit. That's like the real shit right there. Like, that's a house.
Today is the dawn of a new age for us all.
Enough room to be a dungeon because it's a dungeon.
Must take control of this shadow.
You can get rep from the Time Warp badges during BFA time walking. Oh, that's a good point too. Yeah, that'll be very helpful. Whatever the hell that is. Oh, okay, there is a Turbulent Timeway thing coming, but I don't think we have the schedule yet, do we? But it is going to be a 10-week long time walking, so we're bound to see that there. The thing is, I don't have a whole lot of time walking badges. Like, let's see, how much do I have? Time walking badges. Or time warp badges. Whatever. Here we go. So I have like 9,000. Yeah, so I have some, but I'm not a big time walking person. So I never like amass very much of them at all. Yeah, Shadowlands time walk is coming, but I'm just presuming that because of the length of time walking, that we are going to see the well, we should hopefully see every time walking era, including BFA. If not, sad song. I gotta. Oh, let me turn. Let's see, where is this? Something action button? I don't remember the name of it. Run login. Transmog roulettes. Oh, I think I just don't have the button set up. So add-ons, extra quest button. Cool. Very useful add-on. Yeah. Spend most of mine on Tortolan rep. Okay, Tortolan I don't need. But you know, I should take a look at that though. Let me see. Oh, by the way, thank you to Rav1 and to Serenade. Thank you very much, guys. You guys are darling faces. Appreciate it. So where's the site? Here's the site. So I wanted to take a look at reputations. Boop, 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 boop. Where is it? All expansions, added and build, all factions. Okay, so I don't even know the names of all the damn factions. Crap. Okay, let's be a bit more general. Let's go with BFA stuff, and then we'll sort through here. So this will give me all. Okay, so there are no. There are no factions. At least not yet. Right. We got to be very clear that we don't know like what kinds of requirements there are here. So for this one, upholstered chair, which we've seen before, that's from Pearl Barlow. I don't know if there's any additional requirements, but whatever the case, I do need war resources. And let's see, can I switch these? If I don't need rep and I just need war resources, then maybe all I need to do is nothing, actually. War resources. Oh shit, yeah. Oh, it's game time. Okay, so maybe I don't have to do anything. No, that's not true. That's not true, because I'm pretty sure that there are achievements related to this, right? So let's change that around. So expansion BFA, we'll go with achievements, and let's take a look at what's here. So of course there's like the what's it called? The meta, which I do not have. But then what else is there? That's worth looking at. Let's see, how else can we filter this? So achievement, vendor. Let's go with what I have not earned yet. So for example, this bookcase. So I have to buy it, or I have to get the achievements, and then I can buy it for 500 resources. Okay. Thank you for the chill background vibes as I draw. Ooh, what you drawing? Is it cool stuff? If you don't mind us asking. Okay, Zandalite War Shelf. What's this one? This one is also from the same thing. Achievement Dune Rider. Ride all the rickety planks in Vol'dun. I don't know what the heck that is. Okay, so it doesn't seem like there is a... Oh, well, okay, there is one achievement, and that is to do the meta. And I don't know what the meta actually is. And it might not show up here yet. You're making a VTuber mod? Dude, I hear that is a lot of work. Oh, man, that's a lot of work. Because that's like a mix of 2D and 3D stuff. And yeah, no, good luck. Shucks. No, I acknowledge that. Firewater Arms is the... Yeah, that's it. But I'm not sure if it's showing... Oh, no, here it is. Firewater Arms. So... That's it. Is that the only thing I get for it? Okay, so you get the trash pile mount and the brazier decor and the Zoth's captured eye. Okay, that is kind of cool. So I get this. Here, let me change it to the grid. So I get this and the Zoth's eye. I'm not seeing it here though. Oh, and it doesn't show up. So I guess it's not... Oh, no, not Titanic Eye. It's a captured eye. Crazy, dude. Oh, no, it all ended. Everything was disaster. I guess that's the unfortunate... I think, well, it's probably just more ISP problems, but... It was right under? Dang it. That's my bad. And now I can never find it again. Oh. Oh, so okay, that barely looks like it. Yeah, okay, let me look at this in 3D. Okay, that's kind of cool. Now it's neat. I guess I missed it because I was expecting a big eyeball. So yeah, that's an interesting interpretation. You're saying, I mean, what would be like the thing behind it? And I don't know how big it is. This thing might be massive. It might be not very massive at all, too. Then again, you know, I do get this bathtub. Okay, it's called a brazier, but let me see how it lights up. Oh, that's cool. Ooh. Yeah, that's like a cool power source looking kind of looking thing. Yeah, you can do stuff with this. I dig that. Is there a shopping list feature for this website? Kind of. It's in its beginning stages. I have a video that kind of goes over it, but you can set up a list and it'll at least give you. It's not the full step by step, but it'll tell you all the resources that you need. You know, from zone resources to crafting materials, but not every little detail. It's a good start, though. It's a very good start, and at least being able to organize the list into like, okay, here I want like this many things. It's a good start. So farewell to arms. What do I need to do here, actually? Because now my whole farming thing, at least in this current stage, it's not going to be nearly as crazy as I thought it was going to be. But there are certain things here that I need to do. So like, I know the War Stories one. I basically need to do, you know, all the campaign stuff. You know, so there is that. Expedition leader. This one shouldn't be that hard, right? Yeah, I just need to do those specific things, as well as just doing more of them. Okay, so that's not so bad. Mechagon, I'll finish that someday. I know that's just a whole bunch of Mechagon stuff. And then Island Time. I know this one's a lot too. So this one will require me to do a bunch of things for both factions, if I recall. So like some of these, so it's like that stuff is Horde side, this stuff is Alliance side. So I got to do. Oh, really? I got to get one more special encounter. Sheesh. Although that one I don't need to do for. That one can be done on either faction. That's not a big deal. Yeah, maybe I think some of these I can. Like, can I do all of these on a Horde character, actually? I mean, I still need to do War Stories. So no question, I'm gonna be doing these. I'm gonna be doing a Alliance character. You need so much stuff from Mechagon anyway. They have a ton of housing stuff. Okay, so let me double check like where I'm at on that. Because here I can get up this guy for now. There's a lot of Mechagon stuff that I didn't toss. And I want to see if it was worth it. did I hold on to the right stuff? If so, then awesome. But I think I'm going to need a lot of like the basic parts for some other stuff too. So let me see. So let me get on a real paladin. I mean, look at him, just glorious. Right? And a bucket with stuff to eat. Dude, okay, I'm messed up in the head. Seeing that phrase and a bucket with stuff to eat, it just made me want like a bucket of fried chicken or something. Dude, I need help. Or a KFC or Taco Bell or something. All right, so I'll go home. Is Alpha down at the moment? I'm not sure. Let's see. And okay. Well, it looks like it might be down. So here we go, guys. Welcome to my player house. This is my plot. It's a very large plot. Hello, I forgot that there was Candid our garrison too. That's kind of cute. Okay, so can I just type in Mechagon? Yes, I can. Okay, so I got that. There's like more to that though. Let me see. All right, so I need igniter coils. Igniter coils and galvanic oscillators. Okay, so I got 40 of those. Energy cells, spare. Yeah, this is where I'm like running short on. So like, let me see. Crate. Yeah, I know I didn't have a lot of those. I got plenty of energy cells. Cool. But I know I don't have spare parts. Oh yeah, okay, I have some spare parts. Okay, so but it's not a lot. I know that the spare crates are gonna like are gonna suck me dry. Get hacked is the worst one for me. Where am I at that? Get hacked. Complete the following task for Johnny. I don't know what this means, but yeah, I forgot. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. And looks like the beta is down. Okay, cool. So, on schedule, we can expect a build today. Very cool. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that I have. I'm still gonna have to collect more stuff. But I guess like what do I prioritize? Do I prioritize like getting materials and stuff, or do I continue pushing on with the Alliance campaign? I mean, the answer is both. It's just how do I want to divide that time? A lot of the achievements require a specific world quest to be up. One in Nazmir can be a pain to do because it can fail for the achievement needed. Oh, that sucks. Let's go to Mechagon then. Mechagon. Just so I can start like massing up whatever materials that I might still need. So cool titties. Let's go. And we're doing a roulette. Let's go. Oh, but I looked all pretty too. I meticulously multicolored myself to be like the fell-scarred rainbow commander, or the chromatic commander, right? Oh well. Oh yeah. Now we're dressed for BFA stuff. Let's go. Somewhere in this direction. Maybe I'll get enough materials to make that one teleport that takes me directly to Mechagon. I forgot what that was called. But I think that I'm pretty sure I had to like craft it. So what sorts of housing or profession updates might we see this time? Are we going to see weapons? Weapon and armor sets? Ah, that'd be so cool. Yeah, I remember I was talking yesterday and even during raid about how it might be all a very, very involved process of setting up the core for, you know, being able to display um, armor and weapons and stuff. I really hope they come through for launch. It's gonna feel like it's gonna feel like a big hole if they left that out. Like, give us something, you know, give us like a little bit.
Of assistance is always in need of resources. You can aid us by locating mechanized chests and
Maybe the actual housing level system be testable. It could be, yeah. I'd like to see that because we're getting close. You know, it's only like a month or so left until early access begins. I'm only assuming that some leveling will be available, but we don't know how far that's going to go. So that's a very important thing to point out. Oh, I forgot how many spare parts this thing took. Oh, Christ. All right, we're here. Now, what's the fastest way to, like, farm up stuff? I mean, it's, you know, killing everything for, like, materials and all that. But you only get so many parts from it, I think. And then I think I can, like, skin stuff for more, which might be worth it, but do I always get parts? No, I don't think I always get parts. I sometimes get parts. Like, is there anything in here? Stolen parts. 10 parts in there. Ooh, hook up. But then I think doing things like rares and elites are like the thing. Requires a beast bot power pack. Yeah, I think doing the elite might be like the best way to go. Maybe. So let's see how much stuff I get from like a pull here. And spare parts, let's see, they're not warbound, are they? No, not warbound. Whirring chain blade. Oh. Well, I already had that one. But do the parts drop in the instance? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think they drop in actual Mechagon. Kind of cool. Oh, you know, I guess it's worth scrapping all these guys too. I'm getting like rando parts, but I don't think I use these parts for much of anything. But I might. There might be some reagents that I can make out of them. So everything dies. And it's kind of funny. Like right now, it's not very populated, but when the time comes, you know, once housing goes live and people are like really seeing like, holy shit, there's all this other stuff we can get. We need to do all this farming. Like people are gonna be here. People are gonna be here a lot. Farming up stuff, getting parts, getting things. They drop more when it rains. Oh yeah. That's right. So it's like there's like a weather machine thing that we get. The drop for that weather machine thing, I think that's just random too, right? No rhyme or reason. It's just like, okay, you might get it, and like then, you know, cool. And then it's like here ish. Shit, I forget. I forgot. I thought there was like a certain thing that we click on. Few housing items directly from the instance. That I'm less worried about. Because at least we can go in on their own. And it's not, and there's nothing that I can do now to work towards it. But hey, getting spare parts, that's, you know, significant. Yeah, I don't remember if there was like a Okay, I remember this thing with the hardened springs because that helps you make some more parts. And then I remember people selling that for gold. It was pretty good gold back in the day too. Not as much now, but that was still a thing. Screen takes up half the screen. I don't know about half the screen, but yeah, it's big. Some people use, giant, bright reticles and all that stuff. My mouse cursor is just hella big. Oops. Nothing. Yeah, I think what's supposed to happen is there is a... Wait, what's this? Used... Nope. Wait, what does that do? Does that actually... No, I think that just fights for you or something like that, right? It's a big chicken. Chef for Rust Feather? I'm not as... I still don't have any of those wheel mount things. But it's also like not like a huge deal. Yeah, I think there's supposed to be like a machine that pops up here and then you can use the item to make it rain. I believe that's how that worked. Yeah, it seems like rares are like the better way to go. Like, I remember when I did do like some farming here, I would be like, I would start here and then I would do like this whole loop and grab a whole bunch of guys here and all that. Go down, jump up here, try to get a couple more dudes before coming back down again, and then like, but then, yeah, sometimes that guy would get away. And stuff is just dying a little bit too fast. Not too fast, but good enough. I wonder if it'd be worth it to buy like these things, the hardened spring and all that, just so I can easily. No, actually, no. That's a lot. 10 gold per. Yeah, that's too much. I do remember when I had like an obscene amount of like spare parts. And I just ended up using them on stuff. It's not like I tossed them or anything. I'm just like, oh man, if only I just had more. If only I had more and saved it for like the past like 6 years. Gosh. It's impossible to like be prepared for what player housing would entail. We'd never know. A lot of us just kind of like, okay, I'll just hoard. Just out of guesswork. I don't think these things hyperspawn either. Otherwise, it would be recommended to just put a group together and blast this place. What's this? Oh, I got the thing. Install in the weather alteration machine, but then I don't see it. But then, you gotta actually see the thing, right? And I'm pretty sure it's up here. So it has to be up in order for you to use it. And if it's not, then you're doomed. Unless it is somewhere around here, and I just forgot where it was. They're gonna stay forever? I don't know. Yeah, so that's the recycle thing. That's why I turn in those parts for stuff. Cool with that. Yeah, let me see. I don't think I have... Well, maybe I have enough stuff. Oop. I do not have enough stuff, so I need... what did I just pick up? More recycling. Okay. So I just need to... Oh, actually, I need to make the thing first. All right. and then I get rando stuff. Boop. Azeroth mini pack Bondo's Yard. Okay. Oh, that's 100 gold. But I also got like 116 spare parts from that, which is cool. Oop, a thing. Oh, not that. There's something else. Somewhere. No? Damn. Yeah, so okay, let me look at this. Exothermic evaporator coil. So I think we have to wait for the machine to actually spawn, right? Okay, so I waited about 40 minutes and it spawned. I used the item and returned it to a thing. It started raining. I killed some oxidized bots and some things. Okay, isn't that more of them spawn or they're just weaker? Right? Alpha build just showed up. Cool. Oh, dude. 10 minutes before end of stream? Yeah. Let me see. It doesn't say there was an update. Was it just down and now it's back up again? Because then that's like nothing. They drop. Oh, they also drop more stuff. Okay. Heck yeah, then, buddy. Okay. Here's a question. This duration is only 56 minutes. Does that persist? Or does it still? Does the duration still go down even if I'm offline? Like, am I locked in? Oh, it's not up, you liar. Oh no, oh, I'm sorry. You said a build showed up. Okay. That has no bearing on whether realms are up or if the update's actually available. Well, so we'll see. I'll keep an eye out on stuff. Gosh, Soul, you're so rude. Now I just gotta suffer and wait. But I'm alone, so I can farm in the meantime. Yeah, so I think that'll be a good chunk of the rest of my day today. It'll be offline, but I'm gonna be spending time doing old achievements or doing old content, so I can get through that, get access to vendors for later on. And then get resources for here, because a lot of the things that I want for housing is going to be related to like this stuff. So some of it's going to be crafted or otherwise related to Mechagon stuff, but we're not sure of everything yet. There's a lot of unknowns. But as this new build comes in and we take a look at it, hopefully the housing set will be updated and we'll get more information. They still hyperspawn in the group, even when it's not raining. Still no mission. The instance does drop the parts. Is it a lot? Yeah, is it more than normal? Because otherwise, that'd be cool. Slam that real quick. I mean, I would pretty much just do a run across the whole instance, right? And then not kill. Yeah. If I can do trash farms of it, that might be a good idea. That could be a thing. Now, the other thing though is, I guess, do I get these recycling parts? I don't think I do. I would be surprised if I did. So, here I got another $1.15, which is, pretty good, decent. Transform is approximately 1,000 per cycle. Okay, that's game time then. Ooh, let's take a look. So I guess the one thing I need to do is make sure I avoid accidentally pulling bosses. Let's do it on Mythic for now and see how that, if that makes any difference. Also, oh yeah, also it's not part of the Mythic Questing at the time. Yeah. Well, without knowing the path, let's just do a walk. Oh, come on. Yo. Not looking forward to getting Mechagon crafting caught up. Well, we got like a month, so there's time. You know, some people are going to get caught up in the whole hubbub of it. Some people, you know, others not so much. It's really up to us. Yeah, the only thing I want to make sure is I don't want to accidentally pull a boss. But I guess if I do, wait, is there? I don't think there's a yeah, there's no normal version of Mechagon. But the remix, yeah. Right? I mean, yeah, there's a, you know, oh no, things are dying. Oh, that's not intended. That's right. I have my freaking trinkets that are like dealing some damage. Whoops. So I think if I were to run through these, I might accidentally pull a boss. So maybe I'll try to avoid those, I guess. Do the Mechanomes and give us ogres and big Amani trolls. We already have, like, you know, Horde already has a lot of like large races. You really need another one. Okay, I don't know if these guys even drop scrap. Like these specific dudes. Well. Oh, they're running through. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, okay, those bosses don't, I guess they don't pat. So, yay, lucky me. Oh, not that guy. You know what I just want like blood elf tattoos and, you know, just more customizations and all that. Can we have that, guys? Okay, I'm just gonna stop here, like, or not here exactly. Let me find a decent spot. Like, oh, this is good. All right. Did everyone actually follow? Oh, there's stuff that's running back. Oh no, sad. Okay, so that was 149 parts, which is cool. That's not bad. It's not as much as I was hoping, but I know that was a pretty bad pull, so. Let's see if WoW had lied to me. Well, this wasn't a good pull. Like I was avoiding bosses and I barely remember the layout of this damn place. And I can't mount. I got combat with like something or other. Okay, maybe let me just rezone. since I'm at the entrance. Okay, I don't know how to get out. How do you get out of here, actually? Or am I at the wrong spot? Yeah, I'm at the wrong spot. Oh, no, I can now. Yeah. Okay, so... Okay, so I went this way, and I ignored... Okay, do these guys drop scrap? I should just find out this kind of information, too. I don't know what I killed on the way over, either. $20 parts. Okay, this is... Actually, you know what? Farming the instance, I think, is a good idea. Maybe not 1,000. You know, you don't get that much stuff. And it does look like a lot of things that I had pulled, they leash, which is very unfortunate. But it's also good scrap. So I think that 1,000 that's being claimed, it's not that far off. It's just that I can't do like a single pull of the whole place. Oh, if only I could. That would be delicious. So if anything, the best play here would be if you happen to have like a fast character, like a druid, demon hunter, or whatnot, that's also your engineer. Okay, maybe not even an engineer, but you know, someone who's like well progressed. Okay, should I just kill this thing? Because I'm getting like slowed down here. And these don't give parts. Ah, I'm out of here. Literal trash. Don't want to be here. Yeah, so let me try to get a good chunk of like these guys here, and see if I can see what leashes here. It looks like some of these guys did leash, which is unfortunate. So let's go this way, and then grab these guys. And I'm pretty sure I grabbed these guys too, and they ended up leashing. Oh, they're just dying too. Yeah, I think my best bet is to just be a fast character and just run through myself. Yeah, the only sucky thing is not having the the spare part thing, but I don't think that's a big deal either. That's not like super useful. So like, what am I at? I got like another. So far I've gotten like almost 1,000, but then that's only so many crates that I've gotten total. That's not a whole lot. But yeah, this is the place to be. Never mind the whole hyper spawn. Well, maybe the hyper spawn will probably be like the next best, like another very good alternative. But I think this is very, very good too. Oh, the gnome slaughter. Glorious. Yeah, these guys reset too. I was farming tricky treats around for the new weapon transmog, and I came across a candy bucket. You can click on to get them. So it's going to be, what hell, you get a treat. Huh. Okay. That's weird. Okay, I think these guys might drop spare parts too. Yes. So it seems like it's only those slimes that didn't drop anything. Yeah, only sucky thing is, again, like you can't easily just do a mass pull. Damn it. That would have been so good. Would have been perfect. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna live here for a while, doing trash runs of this. If there are other methods that we can think of, maybe I'll take a look at and see if there's if someone had found something about this. After running so many Mythic Plus in seasons, I forgot about this part of Mechagon. The best part, man. Okay, not the best part. I'm not a fan of open-ended dungeons like this. I'm sure there's a certain fun in it, but not for me. Why do you need spare parts again? There are a number of things that you can make with player housing that involve spare parts and other resources from Mechagon. So here I am in my new private hell. This is all so I can make my giant gun. This is my current obsession. Kind of necessary when it comes to games like these where there's so much to do. Gives me focus. You know? It's through Pascal. So let me show you guys an example. Oh, I just gotta go to the main thing. So there's a number of items here. Not everything here. But some of these require things like energy cells, spare crates, and spare parts. So let's actually look more generally. So we'll go to currencies that are needed, and we'll go to spare crates, energy cells. So there's like a couple things here, they're separate. So let's go with these first. These are the weekly items, I think, and they require 800 gold, 5 igniter coils, and 5 oscillators. So you'll need like quite a bit. You also need to be exalted with Rust Bolt, which, you know, at least for me, like that's done. And then for this thing, if I wanted these parts, 2 energy cells, 1 chained igniter coil. But then there are other things too that we should look at that require not all currencies, but we want to look at spare parts. So there's 2 things: cog stacks, and what I look at as either a grill or a toilet. One or the other. It can be both. It can be both. I would go for the grill. I would just like make some sort of fire effect under it, put a glow, put some food on it, boom, it's a grill, right? And then the cog stack's not too much. So that's not too bad. And then there is spare crates and energy cells. So let's look at these first. So now we have these like spotlight looking things, which look very cool. I definitely want to sport a couple of these. And these require just 1 energy cell, which I have a shitload of. So let me see. There we go. So I got like, okay, 250 of that. That's pretty good. So I got a bunch of those. So now I can make a whole bunch of those. No, I know I can make a whole bunch of those with the current recipes. This eye light lamp, 120 gold and 2 energy cells. Cool. So now let's look at the last thing, which was the spare crates. That's the most expensive thing, considering the cost. But then I guess the purple items, the chain igniter coil, those are a little bit harder to make. But what can I make with these? Tables. So I can make a giant cog, which I think will be very important. And then this stem barrel. I want to make like a bajillion of these, and I need 1 whole spare crate to do it. Ooh, that's gonna be brutal. These need 2 crates if I want like a giant gear. For this table looking thing, this one will take 2 spare crates. And then finally this bigger table will take 3 spare crates. I'm gonna need a lot of yeah, so I'll need a lot of spare parts because that's like 1, 2, 3, that's four barrels basically. Yeah. Did the new alpha build add any new decor? Someone had just talked about how a new build was being deployed, but I don't think it's been data mined at all yet. What we're seeing on the site so far is just the latest information that we've seen from this current build. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what kinds of offerings that are made. Yeah, so I think I'm going to prioritize this over the BFA stuff because I'm getting into it right now. You know what I mean? Like I can immediately engage and start getting rewards to work toward this, and I can feel the progression. You know, doing the alliance stuff that's going to take forever, and I'll get around to it. But boy, is it going to take a long time. Having just one house is gonna hurt. Miss Wildstar, every alt got a house. No, I get that. I feel you. I think what the drawback to that though would be antithetical when we want to consider housing to be a social thing. If every alt had a house, every neighborhood would feel empty. There's no question. Or like it would feel empty, or it wouldn't exactly feel empty, but you would hardly ever see players in it. It would be once every blue moon because everyone would be so fragmented and split apart because they have, 10 houses and they're working on any of these 10 houses. You definitely wouldn't see them if you're trying to maintain all them houses. So that part would kind of suck, right? And this is the direction that Blizzard decided to go, to lean further or to lean deeper on the whole neighborhood aspect, making things feel deeply social and what have you. I know for me, just speaking for me, I couldn't handle having more than one house. I'd rather have a giant cluster of a house that can suit my whole warband, as opposed to just having like separate houses for each of my alts. Because, well, one, I don't care about most of my alts anyway. But two, it would be a lot of attention that I know I wouldn't be able to like evenly distribute amongst all my characters. I just wouldn't have that kind of time. That's my plan. It would just be to give each of the alts like their own room. Like you can take one of the large rooms and you can set up like this whole like kind of a shared apartment like space if you wanted to go that route. But there are different ways you can go about it. Eventually, as our budgets get larger and larger, then we can build entire like small rooms, or smaller large rooms, and then dedicate that for like just one character if you wanted to. I think I would rather have. I think there's enough space to where I would want to have like a room as more or less a living quarters, but then there would be like this more of a shared space across, shared experiences for like each of the characters. I don't need to make like 10 kitchens or 10 bedrooms, or 10 bedrooms, that's different, but 10 of like some of those other spaces, I don't feel like that's necessary. But again, that's me. I like playing with Legos, but there's only so much time I have in my hands, you know what I mean? Alright, so I'll do a couple quick like practice walkthroughs of this thing one more time because I want to get like an idea. Oh, I should have taken off my gear. I want to get an idea of like how much can I pull around here before things sort of reset. Because I want to make sure I'm at least getting like good pulls. So we'll start modest with something like this. Idea of neighborhoods works, though housing testing got me to talk to more renders than anything else in the game. A lot of folks got questions, man. A lot of folks got questions. Okay, so that pull alone was like 71, which was pretty good. Yeah, I think I just gotta be like slow on the pulls and thorough. But I also need to make sure I don't. I gotta make sure I don't do something. I gotta make sure I take some of this gear off, because I'm like killing dudes. That's healing, right? Yeah, that's healing, that's healing. Yeah, I think it was just that trinket that was causing problems. Otherwise, I think we're good. So I'll take this whole hill thing. I wonder if it's because these are anomalies that they end up leashing. I thought they shouldn't. Oh well. I'm going to create the classic Clue mansion in my house just because. Hell yeah, dude. Monk Dojo with Hunter Archery range on the side. Rogue gets the spooky basement, and Druid has a grove out back. The rest of my alts just get free rent. So yo, there's a couch over there, man. Y'all can chill right over there, and my inventory is full. Holy crap. So let me, oh boy. How's my war bank looking? Bad. Okay, how about this one? Oh, actually, let me deposit here first. That didn't help. Let's deposit more. Oh, that didn't help much either. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Okay, I am definitely going to have to... I haven't done a round of clearing stuff here at all. There's so much work to do here. Yeah. Is the new build up? Not that I see. Here, let me close the client real quick, because, yeah, it's not prompting an update yet. People talked about it being deployed, so I'm sure data miners, they're starting to work on it. But it doesn't seem to be deployed onto for download yet. I'll do a quick look real quick, and then I'll head out for the day. So nope, we are still down. So we should expect it up in like probably the next couple hours or so, or hopefully sooner. If there's like something crazy, you know, I might pop back on for a video and I'll put something out real quick as a reaction. But otherwise, I don't expect anything too crazy. Classes who are still waiting for their Apex talents and other talents to manifest. Hopefully they'll show up. Still waiting for hero talents for protection paladins. That still hasn't been up. So we'll see how that goes. But otherwise, I'm gonna head out. You guys have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you guys for the next thing. Until then.